But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific. Good morning. How are you?
Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
What medication?
I hate this place. I've been here for 7 years.
Dylan!
Warning, warning, warning.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
You guys okay? Okay, dude, what's wrong?
That could be my.
Stupid. There's no way to go through life, son.
Sorry, Ed. That could be my favorite new clip right there. People in pain equals funny. I don't know why.
That is a good one.
We just saw a video of a guy tasering himself.
Yeah, Steve's got some great stuff. He seems to find people just screwing themselves up to no end. And he found a taser clip. Guy puts a taser to his own neck and hits it. He just, of course, collapses and starts moaning and groaning in pain. Wonderful.
Oh, wait, we have the audio of that.
We do?
I just realized it was in front of me. Yeah, the video's up on
Steve.
opieandanthony.com and foundrymusic.com, but here's the audio. The guy tasering himself right to his neck.
Yeah.
I've got my taser here. This taser has 80,000 volts worth of electrical current. I'll just show you it's real. It's pure power. Right.
What you're hearing is him trying to get back up off the ground.
Oh, fuck.
What an idiot.
Well, the video's up on opieandanthony.com and foundrymusic.com. Also up there, Eddie from Big Brother, old friend of the show.
Yeah.
One-legged Eddie.
Sure.
You might remember him. He's a good friend and stuff. He emailed me. He's in the new Fozzy video.
Fozzy has a video out?
It's Chris Jericho from the WWE.
Of course it is.
He started this goof band that's did a bunch of cover albums, I guess, or a couple cover CDs.
Yeah.
And now he's doing originals, and they got this video out. I think it's called Enemy or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And Eddie is starring in it. And we got the video up on foundrymusic.com. He does a great job with it.
Did he make it? Did he have
I
something
don't know.
to do with...
Steve is telling me that he directed and produced it or something like that. Yeah? So it's a pretty cool looking video. The song is not bad.
Yeah. It's like you said, a little dated. But,
if it came out in like 98, I think it would have a shot.
Yeah.
Wait, we have the Fozzy song?
Wow.
We'll listen to just a piece.
Chris Jericho.
Devils
Yeah.
It's really not that bad.
It's a little generic.
I guess a lot of active rock radio stations around America are playing it. Probably a channel on XM satellite radio as well. So
is he still calling himself Moon
Juice?
Mule Juice? McQuaid?
No.
McQueen? What the hell was that name he had?
I think he's taking it very seriously now.
Moon Goose McQueen?
Moon Goose?
Remember he wouldn't break character? He came in, did an interview with us, and we were calling him Chris, and he was like, what? Who is that? Who are you talking about? I'm Mule Juice or something.
Whatever, but the video's up on FoundryMusic.com and OpieAndAnthony.com. I didn't know the song had a little bit of a buzz. Steve was telling me radio's definitely playing that thing.
It's the only video on Foundry that doesn't have a nude woman or someone being impaled on something. I love Foundry.
Well, Steve is a sick F because someone sent me a story about Tom Sizemore. Tom Sizemore is the actor. He's been in a bunch of things.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan.
Exactly.
He usually plays the gruff sergeant type guy. Right. That's like his character. And apparently he's like that at home because I guess he punched his wife or girlfriend in the face.
Well, he was going out with Heidi Fleiss.
Yeah. She seems like she would deserve to be punched, though.
And now he's on probation or whatever, so he has to take the drug test. He's got to pee into a jar, and he got caught using a fake penis.
The Whizzinator.
It's called the Whizzinator.
The Whizzinator. Come see my movie, The Whizzinator, and Whizzinator 2 and 3.
The Whizzinator. How do you get caught using a fake penis? I don't get this.
Apparently the urine sample that he submitted was too cold to have come from a human body, so they did basically a strip search, and they found that on him.
I'm a police officer.
Yeah, I would find it. The Whizzinator.
And so Steve, the sick F, not only found the Whizzinator product, he's got all the photographs here, including a guy using it.
Yeah.
Peeing into one of those jars you have to pee into.
Who falls
with
for
his
this?
fake penis.
Now,
how does it work? Does anyone know?
It's a hollowed out, for lack of a better term, I guess, a dildo that's strapped to like a jock strap, and inside you've got a syringe that you pump this heated, clean urine into. And you heat it up with those gloves that they sell in camping stores, those glove liners.
Yeah.
And apparently, you're supposed to store clean urine in there, so when you take a drug test, it looks like you're actually peeing into a cup.
Uh-huh.
But it's a dildo. I mean, if anybody inspects for closer than 100 feet away, they're going to see. So, I don't really understand.
You know what, though? I bet you druggies have been getting away with this for many, many years. And
now they're going to test.
And now the cops are onto this type of thing. They're probably checking for the Whizzinator and other apparatuses that people may be using to pass their drug test.
Too cool to have come from Sizemore's body. Was he using the heating pads?
It was, apparently, but I guess, like anything, that they're going to wear off. Those liners they're chemical based, aren't they? It's like they've got liquid lined gloves that heat your hands up.
Yeah, and they run out after a while.
Exactly.
How embarrassing though to get caught wearing a fake dick to pass a drug test. How desperate are you?
He's Tom Sizemore, and he's there. You know what it is? You got a picture in his house. The thing that went on before this. He's Tom Sizemore, and he's there naked, strapping this thing on. How awful is that? And then you're a star, and you have to go through this crap, putting the Whizzinator on.
Well, the thing that actually gave him away was that he used the black model.
Yeah, but man, he gets caught with this thing. So,
ouch.
There you have it.
Caught using a fake penis sewn into his boxer shorts and filled with clean urine. Yeah. Where did he get the urine? Can you buy that online?
Not that I'm aware of. You
really?
Probably store it up. You can probably put it in the freezer.
I hear you get your friend to do it. What's wrong with you, Steve?
I've never had to take a urine test.
You get that straight edge friend of yours. Hey, dude, here's $100. Pee into this for me. Thank you.
There you go.
I'll see you later, man. I got to go. Take my drug test.
He had charges of methamphetamine possession and beating his ex-girlfriend Heidi Fleiss. Meth? Ooh.
More meth.
More meth. Tom Sizemore is a pretty big guy, and Heidi Fleiss is pretty skinny. Get a Tom Sizemore all hopped up on the crystal meth, just punching her right in the face. I'd pay to see that in a movie.
And then he's strapping on fake penises.
Fake penises, the Whizzinator.
This guy's life went drastically wrong, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, because then you get through something like this, and no one hires you for movies anymore. Is he doing anything?
No, I don't think so.
Anything else? I know we have the IMDb. Well, let's see. Flyboys, Edmund, Thieves, and Holly. That's what's coming out in 2005, 2006. Yeah, I guess he's still doing okay. Played Pete Rose in Hustle. They put that retard hair on him, and he did a good job in that one.
All right, well, we got a guy on the line, Anthony, Henry, not Henry, Henry from Florida. He has used the Whizzinator. Henry!
Oh.
Hey, Beef Tits, Opie and Anthony, how you doing?
Pretty good, buddy.
Hello, Henry.
Listen, here's the deal. In Texas, there's a thing online called www.urine, U-R-I-N-E, theclear.com. And what that is, it's dehydrated urine, and it works. I got a buddy that's a major pothead, and he always gets clean tests. It's dehydrated. You put it in a, I don't know, man, whatever those things are, the little packs that hold water like a for a diabetic maybe carries. And you mix it up in there, put the hand warmer on it, and it works. He's passed every one.
Wow.
You're in theclear.com.
Yeah, but how does he use it? Because
what he does is he takes
nowadays I hear they sort of watch it take leaks now. That's why the Whizzinator. Oh, it's still against the law.
They can't watch you use it. What you do is you go in there with some baggy khakis. You got your little satchel in there that's got like a saline bag is what it is. You put tap water in it. I mean, not tap water, but you have to have distilled water. You put it in there with it, and you put the hand warmers on it, and it's got a temperature thing on the bag. And when it gets to the right temperature, you just go in there, and when you pull your hog out, you just pull the hose out and take the little clip off, and nobody would know the difference. I've even heard my buddy tell me of times that he's had to take his clothes off and put on like a little gurney jacket, and he still has it taped to his front. So they can't watch you do that, and it's yourintheclear.com.
I gotta tell you, man, you people love your pot. You'll
gotta have your dope.
You'll go through a lot of crazy things to pass these drug tests.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. For like 2 years after I quit smoking pot, I would still go and get him to hit me up with one. It's about $160, but
right.
You just carry around a little vial. You better not ever get caught with it because it looks like crack.
Right. All right. Well, thank you, Henry.
Hey, man, thanks.
Let's go to a cop in New Orleans. Brian, what's up?
Hey, I work down there as a police officer. I actually met Norton when he flew into the airport.
Oh, hey, what's up? What's your name?
Brian.
Oh, Brian. Okay, you're with Dan and oh God, I forget the other guy's name.
His name was Chad and Dave, actually.
Oh, Dave. Okay, thanks, man. I remember you.
A good one.
Yeah.
Well, I still remember
that. I handled a case not too long ago where a guy had some packages of stuff called urine luck. URINE.
Urine
and it was
luck.
like IV bags full of store-bought piss that he just strapped to his leg. He said it kept it warm and he was able to keep his job and throw us off for a while.
Well, is it actual urine or is it like this guy had before, the dried stuff that gets something added to it?
This was actual liquid urine, like in a sack, like in a little IV bag. Had little straps to strap it to your inner thigh, and like a hose you're supposed to run on side your cock or something.
And you caught the guy?
Well, I assisted some agents doing a warrant on the house, actually.
That's classic.
But it freaked me out because we walk in there and it's like, this guy's got bags of piss under his bed,
If you're at the point where the court is ordering you to take urine tests for drugs, perhaps you should just stop doing the drugs.
Yeah.
You've reached that point where you got to maybe say to yourself, this has gotten me into some trouble. Perhaps I should stop doing the drugs and just pee myself and give that to the people.
Can you imagine? I mean, when you do drugs and stuff, you're paranoid to begin with, and you've decided, I'm going to continue doing drugs. I know I got my test coming. Can you imagine the day of the test where you're in your bathroom at your house, strapping on a fake dick, making sure it all looks good?
Feels like Midnight Express where you're taping the hashish to your body.
Right.
Walking on the line to the airplane, all nervous.
Then you jump in your car, the long ride to wherever you have to do these things, the police station, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you walk in the bathroom with the little cup, hoping it's going to work.
Who needs that kind of stress in their
life?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying. It's not worth it. Then you pull out your fake penis and squeeze it into the cup.
Who wouldn't just be all wide-eyed sweating and,
right.
Shake the guy's hand and it's all damp and wet?
Right.
Who could take that kind of pressure? What are you, James Bond?
I know.
Who could take that kind of stress?
Right before you take out your fake penis, you make up with Burt Reynolds after you're falling out, and then you stand in the mirror.
Let's go to North Carolina. Jay, what's up, buddy?
Hello?
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver. I got to take drug tests all the time. And what I do is I get one of my buddies that don't smoke, and I get him to piss in a cup for me, and then I'll pour it in a rubber and tie it in a knot, throw it in between my nuts and my legs, and walk in there and pour it in their little cup. And if the temperature ain't right, sometimes it might be 94, 95 degrees, I take a lighter out of my pocket, hold it up to that temperature spit till it gets 98 degrees, and I walk back out and give it to the nurse and go back to my car. It's simple shit.
But isn't it a plastic container that you're putting it in?
Punch it out.
All right.
Yeah. They give you plastic containers. How is he holding a lighter up to a plastic container?
You can still do it.
How?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't put the lighter right on it. You gotta, it'll probably take a little while, but you can heat up that cup without burning it.
It's a little weird.
You gotta know what you're doing. I'm thinking. A bunch of people checking in saying it's not illegal to watch the guy take his urine test. Rooster.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, well, you guys are hard to hear. Anyway, one guy, first of all, talking about holding a lighter up, that's full of shit, because, you'll have black marks all over the bottom of it.
Yeah, it would be all...
But anyway, I used to get tested at my probation officer, and that one caller said that it's illegal for them to watch you piss in the cup. He's full of shit, because them probation officers do what they want to do.
Yeah.
They're going to watch you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
most
hey guys,
people
I can't hear you. I'm punching out.
All right, he can't hear us.
Most people, when it comes to the laws that call in, they really have no clue. Like when people try to talk about the laws in this country and go, no, it's illegal to do this, it's probably wrong. We've noticed that for years. People just can't quite get it right.
My stupid ex-girlfriend years ago was one of these people like, if you get pulled over by a cop, the ticket won't count if it's at night and he was facing you but he didn't have his headlights on. I'm like, what are you talking about?
People just have no clue.
Like, shut your mouth. That's not the truth. Like, I'm going to say to the judge, he didn't have his headlights on and I was coming down the road. The judge is going to go, well, that ticket is dismissed. And by the way, officer, you're fired. You dumb whore.
That's like people
you guys bring up a great point, though. How many times have you heard stuff like this?
You always hear stuff like that, and it's ridiculous, and you want to smack these people in the head.
You get excited for the split second, like you believe them at first.
You found a loophole.
You found a loophole for me. I can't wait to go to court.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Dude, if the cop pulls you over, just say, hey, I want to see when the last time that radar detector was calibrated.
That's another big one. Dude, if you get a ticket next to a fire hydrant, you gotta ask if the person that gave you the ticket had a calibrated ruler in their car and measured the fucking jig. Shut up, idiot.
Oh, man, is that the truth?
Another big misconception is that, and this one's used all the time, and you watch episodes of Cops and see people foiled by this all the time. The prostitutes, when they ask, are you a cop? Because legally you have to tell me if you're a cop. No, I'm not a cop. And the cop's sitting there going, no, I'm not a cop. Don't be silly. Oh, okay. I'll suck it for $10. And then there it is. You're busted.
I asked the guy in Vice, remember we were in jail for the voyeur bus. Me and Lewis were sitting there. One of the guys that came over and bought us vending machine food worked in Vice. And I asked him about, like, just the myth that, like, a lot of times a prostitute, what she'll do when you pull up is she'll reach in and rub your crotch to make sure you're not a cop.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, so does that actually work? He goes, dude, I don't care. Let them rub it, tug it, do whatever they want. I'll still bust them.
They don't care.
No, they could care less.
These people that come out with these laws, these friggin' weekend lawyers, they think they're lawyers and they know nothing.
Well, we got another guy, Mark in Texas. Mark, let's go.
Hey, man, I was on paper for 13 years in Texas. And I've had some of them that were straight Peter gazers. I mean, they'll sit there and watch you. I had one that actually bit his lip, man. I freaked out. I got so bladder shy I couldn't even piss.
Wait,
they could sit and watch you.
He is watching you take a leak, and he was getting so into it that he bit his lip.
Yeah, he was a faggot, man. He bit his lip. He was a new guy, and I saw him, and right when he did it, I couldn't piss. I had to get another PO in there with me. But yeah, they can sit and watch you legally. That guy wasn't right.
That's classic. You know what I'm learning this first half hour today, Anthony? We have a lot of drug addicts that listen to us.
Does seem to be.
Because there's another 10 we could go to here. It's just over and over again. Rob on Long Island, go ahead.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
How you doing, my meaty-breasted angel?
Hi, Rob from Long Island.
Yeah, my brother, what he does every month, he helps his friend out in school. What he does is he pees into a little Visine bottle for this girl that he knows, and then this girl actually inserts it into her vag, and so, like, now her body's heating it up, and then whenever she's got to go take her test, she'll just sit in the stall, or even if the girl's watching, she'll, like, I don't know, flex her muscles or squeeze her thighs together, whatever, and it'll squirt right out into the cup, so it looks like she's actually taking a piss. But it's his piss in the Visine bottle that.
Let's calm down.
Like
she's got to have.
Into the cup.
She's got to have great muscles down there to pull that away.
She uses her hand, probably. She reaches down for her hand.
Yeah.
Anthony, have you ever seen the movie Rounders before?
Of course.
Yeah, it's like one of the best movies about like showing like the life of like a professional poker player.
That one's awesome. Yeah, it's a great movie.
All right,
I own that one.
Thank you,
Have
Rob.
a good one, guys.
All right. Well, why don't we take our first break, Anthony?
All right.
Just getting warmed up, actually. We got lots to do today.
Brian from L.A., one of the few jobs, I have one of the few jobs that you'd get fired if you passed a drug test. I work for Joe Rogan, and I'd be fired if I didn't smoke weed. Brian in L.A. So.
Hey, do you guys know that if you get pulled over and the cop doesn't say good night, sir, you can rip the ticket up and throw it in his face and grab his gun?
Oh, that's fantastic.
You guys have brought up a great one, man.
People are such tools.
And I believe every one of them. Like, really cool, man, thanks.
It's always something that the cop didn't do, so you're like, oh, I'm out of it, you know? And
yeah.
Of course you're not out of it.
You're not.
All right. This might make sense.
We had a guy that came on the show and told you how to get out of speeding tickets.
Beat the cop, right?
Yeah, but most of this stuff was like this crap that you hear on the street.
Well, I knew one guy that actually the cops were following him, and he went through a red light, and the cops didn't do anything. They didn't even pull him over. He went through a second red light. They didn't even pull him over. He went through 3 red lights, and the cops didn't even stop him. So when they walk up to his car, he goes, "Why didn't you pull me over after the first one?" Same guy actually went out to like be an air marshal and said, "Shoot the hostage."
You gotta shoot the hostage.
Remember that story?
Jackass. Liar.
Sorry, that was real inside. A guy told me and Aunt that story. I don't know, you might have been there too. It was at dinner one night, and he said that he beat the cops because he wouldn't pull over, and they didn't pull him over immediately, so he challenged them on the fact they didn't pull him over after the first red light.
When you're sitting there listening to these stories, you just want to reach out and smack them in the head.
Yeah, so I went through 3 red lights, and I just wouldn't pull over, and the cop just gave up.
Yeah, sure he did.
Sure he did.
Sure he did.
No, that didn't get him more and more aggravated.
Yeah.
You didn't get a billy club to the temple when he finally did pull you over.
So what happened, Rodney? I refused to get up, and those L.A. cops finally just said, all right, fuck it, let him lay here.
Hey, what is the punishment for faking a pee test? Eric?
Yeah, hey, guys.
Go ahead.
Hey, I got a friend of mine. He's a federal probation officer.
Yeah.
And something for most of these people who want to try and fake these drug tests, if you're on paper and you violate your paper by testing positive, or if they catch you with one of these devices, they're going to retest you. If you violate your probation, they're going to give you that sentence for violating it. Plus, the federal jurisdictions can add another 3 to 5 years for trying to fake it.
Ooh.
In federal courts.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, so it ain't worth it, believe me.
All right, cool. Thanks.
All right.
As we go to break, here's a little something.
Hey, man, let me in there first.
Go ahead, man. Take it easy.
Thanks, I really gotta pee. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, man. There you go. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I'll be out in a minute. Oh, my. Oh, thank God. Oh, man.
Hey, man. You pissed in your pants.
I know.
So did I.
I guess that makes us piss pals.
XM 202.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so tired of waiting for us to wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so sick of waiting for us to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up, make a move.
Got some instant feedback here. In the Dukes of Hazzard, if you were in a police chase and you made it to the next county, they had to stop chasing you. And people actually believe that. That if you cross the county line, you're free and clear. And, if a cop pulls you over and he's not wearing his hat, he can't give you a ticket. That's another one people actually believe. That if he gets out, that he's technically out of uniform and it's a loophole and he can't give you a ticket. Yeah. There you go. Use that one in court.
All right, Anthony. Well,
They'll all have a good laugh.
The big story today, the NHL hockey season was canceled, and
it was?
And no one cares.
Jimmy seems to be excited about it.
I don't care. My jokes don't go over, I don't care.
It's getting a lot of headlines today. It's the big story, but no one really cares.
Nobody.
I'm a season ticket holder for the New York Islanders. I don't care. I just don't care.
You know what it is? It's not like people have been playing and watching hockey, and then all of a sudden they said, well, we're taking hockey off.
Mm-hmm.
So no one, at this point, who gives a crap?
Yeah, they got some footage on ESPN right now, and they just showed a net on the ice.
Yeah.
And it's all dark except for the net. Oh. And then the light just fades to black.
Oh, how artistic.
The season has been canceled.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's about. I really don't. I didn't follow it, the whole, thing.
Oh, I hear it on, they talk about it on 1010 Wins or something at some of the news stations, and I listen, and I have no clue where the problem was. It's something about money. I'd be led to believe it's something to do with money.
They are so stupid.
Yep.
They are so stupid. The NHL was really starting to take off, and now this is just going to really hurt them. And they're already saying that this isn't an easy fix, and it may take another season of, sitting out to figure it all out.
What are the players doing? They're playing over in Europe or something?
That's what's fun. I was talking to Earl, actually, at dinner about this.
Ooh. Did Earl pay?
He chipped in last night, sure.
He did?
I also said hi to John McEnroe and his fine family that was sitting right next to me.
Oh.
At my favorite restaurant. I couldn't believe I guess he likes the place, too.
He eats McDonald's?
No, but Earl brought up a good point last night. He goes, most of these guys are from Russia and over there.
Uh-huh.
And there's all sorts of leagues to jump right into.
Yeah, that's
these
what
guys
doing.
are playing and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. I really don't care about it.
I don't care.
And I was a season ticket holder, and all I know is my tickets go up every year. The prices are ridiculous.
Yep.
They don't really care about the fans.
Do you get a refund or something?
I guess, yeah. I have tickets with Joey from Paisanos on Mulberry Street, so we made a pact when the season was canceled.
You made a pact with Joey?
Oh, yeah.
Someday, you know, you might have to return that favor.
Joey and I might go into business together soon, Anthony.
Uh-oh.
We may be going into some business together.
Oh, boy.
What are you going to call it? 90%, 10% in favor of him? Incorporated?
That's good.
But, no, we said we would...
Opie doesn't care. He opens up the place. Fuck you. Pay me.
Yeah, what do I know about... I don't know about restaurant business. I come and have a nice meal. That's all I know.
Yeah.
We're thinking about some things.
Joey, your tab's getting a little high in here, huh? Bottle across your head.
But, no, we decided as soon as they canceled the season, we would do a real nice steak dinner and maybe a strip club or something. Just spend our money.
Spend the... ticket money.
It is ridiculous, though. The ticket prices are so out of hand to begin with, and they want sympathy from the fans. You know, we're paying through the nose to watch these guys play already, and they're not getting sympathy from me or anyone else.
And you guys got to go to that crap hole Nassau Coliseum to watch games too.
Yeah,
they were supposed to refurbish that whole place, and now forget about it.
Well, there's talks about it, but
forget it. I mean, how many Ooh, they're going to make a lot of money on a Charlie Daniels concert. What do they do over at the Nassau Coliseum?
It is
old hair bands perform there and hockey.
It's a shithole. It really is a shithole.
Yeah.
I've been to other hockey. What do they call the Coliseums? Arenas.
An arena.
Arenas, I guess, and they're so much better everywhere else.
I got to tell you, the baseball got hurt by the '94. Strike. Baseball really got hurt. McGuire Sosa kind of brought interest back.
Thank God for
You know
steroids.
what? I never came back to baseball. You know, I tell people I'm a Mets fan. I don't follow the Mets closely like you guys follow the Yankees and stuff. I'll take a peek here and there. But after that strike, I never came back fully. I just didn't.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow the Mets, too. All you got to do is look at the last place in the division and there they are. You follow them, you're probably ahead of them.
No, but I was a sports fan in general, so, I was really into baseball, and I would watch a lot of games and stuff. But after that strike, I never fully came back. I just didn't. And I know a lot of people did with the McGuire Sosa thing, but...
Well, if it hurt baseball, I'm saying it's definitely going to hurt hockey. Because that was what really brought it back, was an amazing race. If it hurt baseball, it's really going to hurt hockey. And I'm glad, because I hate hockey. I hate hockey callers on the fan when I'm trying to listen to sports talk. Hey, Joe, the Rangers, they're just dummies from Staten Island. So good, sit home, idiots.
So, it's making news today, but in general, this strike thing hasn't got much attention from the sports fans. And good luck to you. Whatever.
Have fun. Maybe next year.
I won't be going next year.
No, you're not going to...
No, my season tickets are done now.
That's
done.
It?
Yeah, done.
You're not the only one.
Will I maybe go to a couple games next year? Sure. But now, you see what's going on here? I had season tickets. I'm dropping drastically down to maybe a couple games. And that's just to bring my little nephews and stuff, because they really enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
But as far as, committing to a whole season, done.
The league could be done.
Screw you guys.
The whole league could just be finished.
Well, that's what they're saying, too.
Wow.
You know what you do? This is what I always say. Spend your dollars elsewhere. Hit them in the pocketbook.
In the pocketbook.
In the pocketbook.
I'll hit them in the pocketbook.
The ticket prices just to go to a sporting event, it just amazes me that they get away with this. It's
ridiculous in all sports.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
To go to a goddamn game and watch. But, they got to pay for these players somehow.
Yeah.
When the price of the players goes up, because that's what people want to see, and that's what you're paying for.
Well,
that's expensive, though. Doing tickets, what? I don't know, how much is it? $30 for
30?
I mean, for a lousy seat. You know what I'm thinking about a baseball game. Hot dogs are $6 and a beer or whatever you want, a soda, the hush money for the kid. I mean, it's just a very expensive, awful. I haven't gone since '94 or 95. Last time I took it.
No, it's hundreds of dollars.
It's hysterical when you go to the concession stand to buy stuff for your friends, and you got to come back with 6 beers and 6 hot dogs and stuff, and the person tells you how much it is.
You laugh.
Your head spins around.
You laugh.
It's like $130. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's like a 6-pack of beer and some hot dogs.
Do you want the souvenir cup for another $4? What?
What?
It's not a souvenir cup. It's a plastic cup.
It's a cup you should have given me this
Right. It's a styrofoam cup with a logo on it.
You got to sneak your own soda in using the Whizzinator.
Drink out of your mule. Yeah, that's the other thing they do. They don't like you bringing your own food into these arenas.
How funny would that be to put the Whizzinator on, fill it with something, lemonade,
yeah,
and then have your son next to you. Here you go, lad.
Make the kid drink right out of it. Or it'd be even funnier if it was something like thick and like dark, like a dark like cranberry juice. So you look like you have internal bleeding to boot. Go ahead, have a drink. Daddy has a ruptured spleen, son. Don't let that bother you.
Really get gross and make it a milkshake.
Chocolate.
What? We're watching the game.
Yeah, can't my kid have a little drink?
Little nosy body.
Oh, man, is that funny. Hey, we got a quick piece of audio here from WEEI. I guess, that's the station in Boston, right? The sports station in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry Francona was on the air with WEEI, and he gets into a car crash. Listen to this.
Are there any in particular of the outfielders that intrigue you a little bit going in, guys that potentially could come off the bench, give you some speed, that sort of thing?
Well, we have the Adam Stern, the Rule 5 pick. We really got to keep an eye on him because we have to make a decision on him. Adam Heisdu, is an interesting guy that we know a little bit. We have Gabe Payton here to be our fourth outfielder, to kind of be the Gabe Kapler. Oh, jeez. Guys, I got to go. Somebody just rear-ended me.
See you, Terry.
You know what? It has the Yankee logo, too.
Oh. See you, Terry.
Figures.
Okay, guys.
Oh, it's always about the Yankees.
Well, it happens, Probably did it on... It's probably Steinbrenner driving. That's probably who it is. Who knows?
I mean, we're talking to Terry Francona, and somebody rear-ends him.
I hope he's not at fault. I hope they don't have that cell phone law down in the state of Florida where you're not...
He wasn't talking to us. What are you talking about?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, my God. These guys were just handed a piece of what we call radio gold, and that's all they got? That's all they got?
How about telling them, just keep the cell phone open?
Yeah,
we want to hear what's going on.
We would never let a guy hang up after that.
They're like, okay, hang up, okay.
And the best they could do is, he wasn't talking to us if he was on his cell phone.
Best they could do was a Pat from Munaki impression at the end of that call. We're going to...
Radio gold, and that's it.
Rear-ended Greek driver.
What are you going to do?
10 minus 1 is 9.
Unbelievable, and it's always about the Yankees. Always about the Yankees. Hey, hit him. I had a Yankee sticker. It's probably Steinbrenner. Shut up. Oh, shoot, I wish he was driving a Pinto. Bursting into flames. I'm burning up over here. On fire. Okay, we'll let you off.
We'll let you go. Wow, he's burning.
Squealing you hear is my phone melting.
Yeah.
Too bad they weren't interviewing Harry Chapin. That would have been an interesting phone call.
Jeremy,
I'll call you back. My skull is rolling.
Sorry.
Or Jane Mansfield. Can I get back to you? I'm a member of the Church of Satan, and I've been decapitated by a truck.
Well, I'm filming a new movie.
Took you the thud of the head. That's the phone.
See, it didn't even happen to us, and we came up with better stuff than they did.
Rear-ended.
Oh, wow. Oh, shut up. Jeremy, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey,
I got I had season tickets down in D.C., and they refunded my money, but kept 5%, and they friggin' gave me tickets to go see Jim Norton at the Houston Improv.
Oh, wow.
February 24th through the 26th.
Wow.
713-333-8800 or eatabullet.com.
Thank you, man. It's very informative. Thank you.
You know, I'm on to these guys, but they're coming from all over the freaking country. I know the usual suspects at this point.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm not allowing Norton and friends to take over this program.
If Todd the trucker calls in, you know what it's going to be. But
exactly.
He doesn't have to say Todd the trucker.
Who knew it would come from Maryland today? Scott from Iowa, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you guys, and like I said, I don't want it to be like a bad remark, but you guys kind of remind me of the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ow.
Why? Why would you think...
Yeah, I can just barely hear you.
Why do you think we sound like Bubba?
I've never heard Bubba.
Do we sound fat?
I don't know. Maybe because you guys call it like you see it instead of all these other shows like the Bob and Tom show that prima donnas or something.
It's Iowa, Opie.
Yeah.
Iowa.
All right, I guess that's a compliment. Thanks, Scott.
I never heard Bubba the Love Sponge. I hear he's terrific, though. I mean, just a terrific show.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
He's whatever. Anyway, Anthony, on the way in today,
yeah,
I was listening to the news, and they're talking about Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda is regrouping,
mm-hmm.
and they're saying all over TV today that it's just a matter of time before they hit us again.
Well, we haven't had our dose of fear put into us lately. If you've noticed, we haven't really had a good injection of fear from the administration. So it's kind of nice that they pumped this one out. This guy has said nothing really new. I mean, that underlying threat is there. It's always been there, but you know, occasionally they got to get on the news and let us know we're in mortal danger and they are there to protect us.
Yeah, well, the latest is that, they're regrouping, dirty bombs could be involved, and possibly nukes. They actually say it's just a matter of time before a terrorist organization uses a nuke.
Yeah, and then they say, most likely, initially, we will get car bombings here in this country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, I'm on my way in today. I hear a little snippet, a little 30 seconds. I'm thinking, man, I need to be a little more informed on this one.
Sure.
You know, we do a national radio show now, so I ran up to the 5th floor here, and I got all the local New York papers, and on the front cover of the New York Post, I'm expecting the big headline, Al-Qaeda, gearing up to attack us with nukes.
Danger, something very shocking.
Well, the headline in the New York Post today, because it's so important, Love Nest.
Love Nest.
5th Avenue Hawks back home making babies.
Oh, good. Isn't that great?
Where are our priorities in this freaking country?
At least the Hawks are back.
And they got a lovely picture of a hawk hovering over its nest.
Great. Good. That's nice. You get into a car and see a truck next to you and think it might explode at any given moment, but that's okay, as long as the Hawks are okay.
That's more important to read about the Hawks making babies than the possibility of Al-Qaeda using nukes. That's why I love this country and love doing this job. The hypocrisy, the ridiculousness out there.
Well, the Daily News must have covered it.
Well, yeah. The headline there is From Bust to Flush.
Well, that is an odd story that you never do hear of. A black guy who is up to his neck in bills won lotto.
On his way to the bank to declare bankruptcy.
Wow. A broke black guy won lotto.
Yeah, it's amazing. It actually is a pretty cool story. The guy's on his way to declare bankruptcy. That's in the other paper. Hold on a second.
I'd rather see him win, though, than some doctor or dentist.
Doctors and dentists never win. It's always an ethnic minority that's down on their luck.
That's cool, though.
It always is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's a non-story.
Look at these Al-Qaeda faggots. Fucking fags.
Oh, you showed them. What?
Nothing. That's just a line of dialogue for an audition I have. I just wanted to see how organic I could make it.
An audition?
Well, yeah.
What are you auditioning for?
Louis C.K. has a pilot on HBO, and that was my opening line.
Al-Qaeda? Really?
Yeah. Just tied in nicely with what mentioned.
What type of character?
This guy Rich, this dumb friend of his.
And what's the problem with Al-Qaeda?
I don't know. They don't go any farther into it. But that was just a line, and I just tied in with what Opie said. I just there was no other chance for me to do that.
Delivered it with authenticity.
I had to try it. Hitting the paper.
That was good.
Yep.
All right, here's the lotto story. Lightning luck. Det was doing such a number on retired prison guard William Cosart that he had made a 2:30 p.m. appointment for last Thursday to declare bankruptcy. Then, like a lightning bolt, the 54-year-old lotto player from Staten Island got a call that morning that changed his plans. I thought it was a bill collector, so I didn't answer the phone, he said yesterday with a laugh. I'm in debt up to my neck. Luckily, the lottery leaves messages. And when the guy called back, he found out that he was the sole winner of a $30 million jackpot.
Jeepers.
Wow. He was $200,000 in debt.
Wow. $200,000 in debt.
In debt.
This guy's going to blow through that in no time.
Oh, that's the best.
I love the broke lotto winners. How big of a loser do you have to be to win lotto, multi-millions of dollars, and then lose it? Gamblers. Any of these people that are, this guy's $200,000 in debt, and he had nothing. What was he running on? A retired prison guard's salary? And he ran up $200,000? You know what he's going to do now?
You know what you have to do to run up $200,000 in debt? The average person.
That's a lot of spending.
That's a lot of Irresponsibility.
What are you doing? What are you doing to ring up $200,000?
Maybe he was a gambler or something. I don't know.
Gambling. It didn't look like he was living the high life. You know, what do you do? What do you spend that on? I mean, when I first got some credit cards and stuff, I rang myself up into some pretty good debt. But at least I had some, you know, I went out and got like CD players and camcorders and things like that, you know. I was very irresponsible. $20,000 in debt on my credit cards. So I guess I'm a little guilty of it too.
Yeah, but that's only a tenth of what this guy rang up. So, But anyway, all right. Jimmy came in today really pissed off,
just depressed.
Aww.
We're mad, but mad at myself.
We actually wanted to start the show with you today, but then we got sidetracked by the Whizzinator.
The Whizzinator.
The picture's still over there, just making me giggle, man. The fake penis. But what happened?
A friend of mine, Katie, she's a comedian. You remember we were walking to the diner one day, me, you, and somebody else after the show, and this crazy chick just ran up to me like she was going to attack me and then hug me?
Oh, yeah.
That's my friend Katie.
She's a lunatic.
Yeah, she's nuts, but she's a comic. She's actually very funny. She's involved with Seeds of Peace, which is an organization which kind of puts Israeli and Palestinian children together and teaches them to get along. Well, I know, but Clinton's involved with it, all these big politicians. And last year, Colin Quinn and I were raffled off as a prize at their dinner. A double date with me and Colin, and actually two pretty hot sisters took it, and we went out, and of course both struck out horribly. So this year she's like, look, I got you on the red carpet for Seeds of Peace. And I love Katie, but I'm too tired. I'm really not into the organization too deep. I just did this one thing. I looked at the guest list, the special guest. No one was going to be there that I wanted to see. Of course, selfish me. I get an email. It's at 7-something last night.
Sorry, train wreck on the
yeah, if you haven't seen the train wreck video yet, it's all over the news
fantastic.
This morning. What's the story with that? We'll get back to that.
No, it's okay. This guy's wife was annoying him because she hung out with a fat friend who had a lisp, and he just couldn't take it anymore.
The one I heard was right before that. The clip you don't see is Pat from Munaki telling a joke
with his little toe on the rail.
I don't know. It looked like a truck on the train tracks. That's all I saw.
Yeah, we don't know the story?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, Johnny.
It's good. This is really good breakfast. I get a call from Kay to do the Seeds of Peace, and a red carpet would be kind of fun. But I was kind of embarrassed because none of these people are going to know me on the red carpet, so I'm going to traipse down the red carpet. No, I just saw this nightmare of me desperately looking and not one flashbulb going off.
Yeah. That's where the paparazzi take a break and they put their cameras down and start looking at their watches.
They look down the carpet further to see who's coming.
Yeah, right. Somebody's publicist or the retarded child of somebody. I didn't need that.
And you're walking with that wanting feeling.
Hi, and I had no one to go with.
Hoping and wanting.
Oh.
I wouldn't even have a publicist or somebody to talk to make it look like, let's just pretend I'm not humiliated. I'll continue on in. I would have been by myself, just looking around like a scared nothing.
One of the camera guys goes, Jim, and you look, and he goes, not you! And so
I get an email. This was like 7:30. I get an email at like 5 from her, because I want to take a nap. I'm tired. Hey, look, Robert De Niro is going to be there tonight, walking the red carpet.
Bobby De Niro?
Bobby, in the VIP section.
Wow. So
I take my nap, and I go to the Comedy Cellar that night, and I just remember that I talked to Katie, so I have to call her. I'm like, he didn't. I wrote back, I'm like, he certainly will not show up there. I figured she just busted my balls, get me to go. He showed up, so I would have had a chance to walk the red carpet and hang out in VIP with Robert De Niro.
And maybe get that other shot.
I would have gotten it. I'm almost sure I would have gotten it. And Edie Falco. And our old friend Louis Black showed up, and a couple of Ron Silver, other major celebrities showed up.
Would have gotten a lot of pictures.
In the VIP section with De Niro. And I decided to nap.
You were napping.
Now, this is the point I want to bring up. You know, if that happened to you or I, we'd be like, oh, man, what a drag. If I went, that would have been cool. And then you and I would have been like, oh, well.
Yeah.
It happens. Well. He didn't sleep last night.
Dude, I am on probably an hour's sleep. I was so...
You were so
He obsessed about this all night long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm it amazes me.
Why do you obsess, though, if you miss a shot? I don't get that.
No, not if I miss a shot because those little things happen. It's because my decision-making caused it to happen again, and I am such a zero on every level. And it happens like that. Of course I didn't go.
Good job. Yeah, just go home and nap, Stax.
I was...
Good one.
Oh, you should have seen me when I heard. I get up in my very tight little underwear.
coffee to go. Good one.
So yeah, I blew it again. I would have been in VIP, and I know I could have gotten it because I already have a cover. I already have a cover story planned to tell him now.
Really?
I won't blow it on the air.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Something I know what I'm gonna say. Last time I just tapped him and went.
He doesn't have XM.
You tapped him on the arm.
Bob.
I'll
tell you if I ever get it. I'll tell you.
No, try it out on us. We'll help you through it.
Because the person it involves it will get back to them. I'm telling you, it's a little involved. So
he does what he's gonna do. Bobby De Niro's just going to open his arms and go, "Come here, you!"
Oh, he'll take the picture.
"Come here, you!"
Not only will he take the picture, but he'll probably get his wife and go, Grace, take a couple of shots and give his email so we can have one.
Take one for me, too.
Yeah, no, I just want to get that shot. I was so unprepared the first time. I should have told him I was a comedian and how much I love King of Comedy. Right. Once you involve like that, they kind of take it with you. But I just panicked and went, Bob. And I suffered.
All right. Black Earl is online.
Oh!
Big celebrity checking in. Earl.
Yo.
Earl, how you been?
Hello, guys. How are you?
How much did you pay for dinner, for your little, what was it, lunch or dinner?
Dinner. No, Earl, don't worry. I told him you paid.
Earl, you paid?
Earl pays.
Well, Ben is very
Ben likes to
interested in this.
No, Ben likes to start trouble wherever he goes.
No.
Earl pays. What's up, Earl?
Oh, you guys called me.
What the hell are you in such a good mood for?
I'm not.
No, that's just my second line of dialogue.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I just had to get that in there.
I thought you were just saying it.
No.
Very natural.
Did you enjoy dinner last night with John McEnroe 2 tables away with his lovely family?
No, it was great. It was really cool. It was just an enjoyable, odd experience. Because they were just, for some reason, they were taking all the pictures.
Really?
Wow.
Really, Earl?
You just figure with a celebrity in there, people will want to take their picture. They're sitting there, they're taking a lot of pictures.
You know, you make Pat from Munaki sound like Richard Pryor in 1974.
Earl, do you realize that the place was packed and no one even knew that was John McEnroe and his family?
I wasn't even paying that much attention. The only thing I noticed was that they were taking a lot of pictures.
That's the beauty of New York. No one really cares. They just don't care when they see celebrities.
Some of them don't.
And they're too involved with their own whatever that they don't even notice things around them. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
they're too obsessed with themselves to realize that there's big celebrities in the same restaurant with them.
Earl?
Yes.
What are you doing for Black History Month?
I could hardly hear you.
What's wrong with the phones today?
I don't know.
Is that level raised? That Ben raised? Remember Ben raised one of those little buttons there?
I'm not touching anything.
Ben? Hey, Ben.
Earl.
Yeah, it's like you guys are like fading in and out.
Don't touch anything. Uh-oh. Don't touch anything. Earl.
Yes.
Give your take on the gates in Central Park. You had a very interesting twist last night.
No, I actually
really,
like the gates. I think it just adds a little color to the park.
Oh.
And
it just, I like it. I mean, it's not the most original concept in the world, but I think it's kind of cool.
Oh, it's not that original?
It's pretty original, Earl. It's hacky, but it's original.
Well,
I can't really think of anything else that comes close to what this is. So yeah. I believe that means it's an original idea.
Well, I'll backtrack, and that's what I meant, though.
Are you trying to tell me there was another artist somewhere that did the exact same thing, but they used the color blue?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I mean, I think I meant to say it was a little bit more. It's not.
Earl?
Yes.
Hit the snooze alarm and call us back.
What was the last time you got laid?
Well, there you go.
November 2001.
How big a while?
It's been a big while.
November 2001.
I got a hand job at a parlor about 2 weeks ago.
All right, Earl, we're going to let you be.
Hold on, let me get one more line of this dialogue out. I can't, it won't fit.
Won't fit.
All right. No. Thank you, Earl.
All right, guys.
All right.
Got quite a few lines there.
6 pages of dialogue.
6 pages?
Yeah. So that's why I kind of do the show and rehearse.
And this is an audition, though?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
Think you'll get it?
Louis is one of the guys doing a special. No, of course I won't get it, but I mean, I love Louis. He's hilarious, so I'd be happy to work with him.
All right.
Writer.
Why don't we regroup? Earl just, I don't know what Earl did.
That was Black History Month for us.
I'll tell you what Earl did. We were all having fun, and Earl dropped prostate cancer on the floor in the middle of us, and now we're all just kind of staring at it.
waiting for someone to clean it up so we could get the funny back into the show. Anthony, there's a dominatrix story in the paper. Mm-hmm. And I asked Norton if he knew this dominatrix, and he said yes.
Oh, he didn't miss a beat. He went, oh, yeah.
So we'll take a quick break, and we'll get into that story and other things next.
What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
Welcome to Radio Free America. America's ready. I'm ready. I mean, I want a million voices crying out in the wilderness. Jesus, let's get serious.
Now, take a deep cleansing breath. And begin. Fix it.
Guess who's back?
I'm over here now.
Back again.
Nice head, Dick.
Bag it.
Guess who's back?
Oh, man.
Back again.
I don't believe it. Stupid. You're so stupid.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Turn it off.
Oh man, if I was older, I would totally start jacking off right now. What's all doing?
We're gonna have a problem here.
Top of me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little hands in there, 'cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little hands in there, 'cause it feels so empty without me.
It's everything 24/7 XM 202. The O&A virus. It's everything all the time.
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you breathing? Are you breathing? Now, wake up, are you alive? Will you listen to me? I'm gonna talk about the freaky. Now, someone is gonna die. Will you listen to me? The living die, the living die. Say, wake up, are you alive? Will you listen to me? I'm gonna talk about the freaky. Now, someone is gonna die. Will you listen to me? The living die, the living die. Say.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program, the O&A virus spreading across America. Once again, I want to thank everyone that emails the program. We read every single email. We just can't write everyone back anymore, and I apologize for that. Also, if you want to send audio into the program, send it right to steve@foundrymusic.com. I mean, you can CC me as well. I like, checking this stuff out, but get it to Steve immediately so you can get it on the program, all right?
Absolutely.
And then all the fan websites and all that. Thanks, man. Because this show will become huge.
That's right.
With or without the help from Washington. This show will become huge. And they'll go, wow, I never realized how popular you guys were and how good the show was. And we really didn't realize it was going to grow like it.
Yeah,
like it has.
Yeah, that'll happen. Where is this dialogue taking place?
Huh?
Where is that dialogue taking place?
Oh, that's exactly what's going to happen.
You think people will say that to you?
Yeah, we don't get the support that we deserve from Washington. We just don't. We're out of sight, out of mind, and we're doing our own thing, and we're just not a priority within the company. I'm convinced of that now.
We could be worldwide #1, and we still wouldn't get the old...
Oh, no.
I never knew you guys...
Oh, no. Their expectations for the show, I have learned, were a lot lower than ours.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the numbers they wanted us to do by the end of 2004 stupefied me. I'm like, you're kidding.
Stupefied.
I think we doubled that number that they wanted us to do. Doubled it already.
Mm-hmm.
So they had low expectations.
Yeah, and what do you think brought that about?
And they continue to have low expectations. You know?
We're going through life like that.
We're going to...
low expectations.
We're finally going to do our little marketing thing today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've only been on the air 5 months or something like that, and we're finally doing, we're back TV spots.
Yeah.
10-second TV spots, even though we were promised something a lot different. And then they wonder why I get so pissed off and now refuse to even answer anyone's phone calls when they call me.
Oh, really? You're not answering the
Not
phone
at
again?
all, because it's the same old horse shit. You know?
But we got to go in now after the show and do some voiceover work For a 10-second spot, or?
Yeah, I mean, we could have went to the little doggy company. We had to decide between the two companies, and the thing that impressed me about XM was that they had their shit together, and that they seemed to have a real good marketing strategy for you and I. Yeah. And I was very impressed. You were very impressed. We talked about it. We had a conversation about a 60-minute national TV commercial.
Yep.
And finally, 5 months later, we're going to do like 10-second commercials that will air here and there. And our part of it is 5 seconds of audio that we have to sit in a production room today and hash out with some production guy.
It's 5 seconds?
I think it's 5, right? 7?
Maybe 5. Yeah,
maybe 5 seconds.
I got confused with those.
And then they wonder why I get so pissed off and livid because I'm a good listener. I listen to everything people tell me, and when you're telling Anthony and I that we're going to have a huge national campaign that we're back, and then you blow us off over and over again, and then finally you come to us with what was supposed to be this great marketing strategy for 05, and it's 10-second commercials here and there.
Yeah.
Do the math and figure out why we're, disappointed.
Did we get some copy?
No, after the show, we're just going to kind of go into a studio with some guy that has to drive here from Boston or something, they were saying.
Really?
Just so we could sit there and riff and improvise on 5 seconds of audio. So, we'll see how it comes together. But it wasn't what we were promised.
You better talk fast.
We're
going to have to just be,
But there you have it.
All you guys should do is curse. Just be filthy in the audio.
Yeah, for a TV spot.
As dirty as you can possibly be, racist, sexist. Drop the C word.
Just take a clip from the show.
It's also, we've also proven ourselves, and, it's time to just take us off this premium channel. And open us up to the whole, the whole platform. I mean, it's so obvious it's not even funny, but, we're still waiting and wondering what's going on with that, That should have happened day one. But
we'll see.
They had some reason why they couldn't do it. I don't know. It was just another stupid thing. But we should have been on the whole service day one.
I think they were afraid of you guys.
This show is one of those shows that you can't really explain it to people, And we don't have a big name like Howard, but we have a better show. And if you expose it to a lot of people, guess what? Hey, I would have never paid for you guys, but, I flip around XM every day, and I'm finding new things every day. And that's what's going to happen. You get us off the premium, and you got hundreds of thousands of people out there that have no idea what we're all about, but if you have the service and all of a sudden you're bored with your regular station, whether it's Squiz or Ethel or Top Tracks or Deep Tracks or whatever, all of a sudden you're going to stumble upon something we're doing, and guess what? Then that guy gets hooked. He gets the virus. That's why we call it the O&A virus. And then know what happens? Because we've seen this happen, Anthony and I. That person will tell a few friends that don't even have XM about this new show that they're digging. Guess what? Next thing you know, those people are signing up for XM, and that's where they're gonna make their money back.
Right.
You know what you guys should have said though in the meeting if they didn't know how to sell you? You should have said, just tell people we remind you of Bubba the Love Sponge.
Right.
Big selling.
There you go. Just like the caller before. Sure.
So
I think we'll hear things.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
we'll see.
There's a lot of talk and just no action, in my opinion, and I just don't think we're that much of a priority. We're just not. A lot of things are said when we go to Washington. We're going to keep in touch more and this and that. We don't keep in touch. Well, nothing's going on. Elo could scribble all he wants on his glass office, but what does that mean in the end?
We're a little busy right now with baseball.
Well, that's what I mean. We're not a priority. Yeah. It's baseball now, and then it'll be, Gordon Liddy because, he joined the team, and then it'll be somebody else. And, we'll get to you, but we have to now do this deal with what I was going to say with iPod. I have no idea. I'm just saying. But there's always something else.
Always a deal going on.
There's always something else.
I think it'll all work out. I'm actually in a positive mood today.
I am, too. I'm feeling...
No.
Oh, God damn.
Why are you...
He's going down on his banana.
Is that your... Is that how you're expressing sarcasm today?
Isn't that the worst? You got teeth marks in it. You give lousy head.
This is how I do it.
Oh, my God.
Takes a big bite.
I coughed.
I would never eat a banana like that as people were watching. We all turned and looked at Jimmy, and he just started giving fellatio to his banana.
Because I know you hate eating a banana like that.
I hate eating a banana. I have to unwrap it from its peel and then break off pieces of it and eat it that way. I cannot shove it in my mouth like that.
Dude, somebody, you just remind me of something. So, I mean, you know, I'm trying not to bitch about the XM, but we have a lot of passion in what we do. You know, we really just have a lot of passion. I mean, the good news from October 1st when we started to now, it's not even close how many more people are listening. It's quite scary. And if XM would do their part of the bargain, I think it would be even, I don't know, twice as many listeners that we have now.
I think things are going to happen.
Things have taken time, but you also got to look at...
It takes forever. And this is what I'm feeling, and whether it's right or wrong. Anthony and I, we were on the top of our game, 2.5 years ago now, when we got just knocked to the curb and lost everything. We were syndicated in 20 cities, more or less. I think it was a little less at that point. But we had more cities that were jumping on the bandwagon. They were going to syndicate the show right around the corner. We lost it all. Then we had to sit out 2 years. And now, we're impatient because we want to be back on top. You know, we've already waited 2 years, but in XM's world, they don't know that. They only see that we've been on the job for, since October. So what? That's 4.5 months. So they don't really understand the urgency in me. I don't know if I could talk for Anthony, but the urgency in me to get back where we used to be. So I want to push forward fast. Everything just seems to take forever, at like a snail's pace.
It does.
That's every corporation, though.
But
it
I
really
was just
is
gonna say,
every
if you
corporation.
Recall, when we worked for Infinity, there were similar issues as far as promotion and time and things like that.
But we didn't have the 2 years of sitting doing nothing
in
the back of our minds every single day.
Well, that's our problem,
No, that's what I'm saying. They don't understand that part of it. They don't. That's why I get uptight. That's why, I want things done tomorrow, not a month from now, not 2 months from now,
I look, a lot of time has gone by since we've been here now, relatively speaking, and I'm kind of happy with the fact that we do have our office.
Yeah.
The shades were put in. We have our equipment in there working. For the most part, the equipment works. The phone stuff from yesterday was setting problems, that some jack fuck was coming in here and screwing with the dials. For the most part, the computer's pissing me off because, this has to be fixed.
Steve's studio is great.
Yeah. There are things they've done that are pretty good. I'm not totally down on
no, I'm not
what
saying
they're
I'm
doing down
I'm not
there.
saying I'm down. I mean,
it's that corporate. It's not. You know what it is? I don't see it as this agenda to impede the show from continuing our success. I see it as this is typical textbook corporate actions.
Well,
corporations stink, and the way they run stinks. They're not economical. They're redundant, and things take forever because it's got to run through 50 channels. They don't listen to reason most of the time. But that's every corporation.
Yep.
There is not one place we could go where we wouldn't encounter that.
It's interesting you bring that up because there was a time I was doing college radio. I wasn't sure if I was going to make a go at this. I didn't know. I mean, there's a million guys that wanted to get where Anthony and I are, and they're all just selling cars, and it's a really tough.
Don't rub it in.
Well, it's a really tough business, but there was a time I worked for Xerox on the side.
Oof.
Because I was good at computer programming, believe it or not, at first, and I got a taste of the corporate world, and I said to myself, no effing way will I do this for the rest of my life. And no. I knew this when I was like 19 or 20, that I didn't want any part of it, and I'd rather just be a nomad or something. I don't know, but
nomad.
Whatever. I mean, I would
walk the earth.
Something. And so, but then I lucked out and I got into radio, and we got very successful with it. Thinking the whole time, I'm doing what I love, and I will never have to deal with the corporate bullshit. But the further that we get along in our careers, it just amazes me that this stupid little thing we do, this radio show, and, for many years just playing records and doing this and that, has gotten to this point where now we deal with human resources and people in suits. When I started in radio, there were guys in suits, but they were like the suits they wore when they graduated, high school, you know what I mean, to try to almost look good. But it's such a business now, and it's so corporate.
That's
and I never thought in a million years it would get to this point.
It's big business, a lot of money at stake. So it's all corporate, and it stinks.
The advantage is, though, there's a lot more money to be made. Yeah. And a lot more. You're in every city in the country now, which is like back in the years ago, that would have been virtually impossible.
Oh, dude, I understand the positives of why we're at XM. I've said it. You know, I'm having more fun in radio than I've ever had in my life. You know, if XM needs us to kiss their ass so they feel better about themselves, fine, we'll do the kiss ass segment in a little while. But, you know, I'm not about that. You know, I tell the guys around here, you know, we're tough on these guys behind the scenes, but you know, we also tell them, you guys are here because you're the best at what you do. But if you need me to kiss your ass every day, then you're in the wrong place, you know? We just want to keep, you know, making the show better, and we're obsessed with being the best. We have a passion for this, you know? Because they're all pissed off about yesterday and giving out Kevin's email and stuff. Relax, Kevin.
Well, that was funny.
You probably got some great feedback from a lot of the listeners. You know, some dopes probably wrote stupid shit to you, but you can get over that. You have thick skin.
It's an email. You just delete.
I think...
And don't email them anymore. We made our point.
I think if you look at... We gave out Ben's email address and Steve's and stuff. I think it's pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that whole code that they're using, as far as emails, pretty easy to figure.
Ben didn't get mad when we tell him, look, if you want to talk about someone's fat hog, ben.sparks@xmradio.com. So I'm not saying you should do that.
Right.
But who cares? Ben doesn't mind.
But if you were inclined to write about his huge hog or his messy hair, feel free.
Because I talked to Ben, and he said, I dare those faggots to email me. I'm like, Ben, you don't want to dare them because they will. And he said, no, they won't.
Ben is like shaking his head in the office. He's either shaking his head, that's what I was going to say, or he's hurricane and jerking.
Well, either that or there's a blimp outside the window. Why does Ben's head have Budweiser written?
No, he just grabbed his head with both hands and fell to the floor like, you idiot. And now he's giving you the finger from across the way.
All right, so forget that. Don't do that, and especially don't put legitimate things in the subject heading. So he actually has to open it and see you have a big hog, stupid. Because if you do that, like if you put big hog in the thing, he'll just delete it.
Right.
But if you put legitimate things in the subject heading, poor Ben's gonna have to open all these emails.
Yeah,
and
so
read
don't
about.
do that.
No way.
Even though he taunts the listeners and mocks them, you know, you shouldn't then, you know, turn the other cheek.
Well, he raised a good point about how they don't have the balls to email him and they wouldn't dare tangle with him. All right, whatever, Ben.
You know what would be better for the listeners to do? Just turn the other cheek.
Turn the other cheek.
Right.
Good point, Ed.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's move on, but, you know, I had to get that off my chest because I caught hell from yesterday's little tirade. Tirade. Jimmy, you know this dominatrix in the paper?
Yeah.
Scarlett Constance LeMay or something like that?
I don't know her last name. I just knew her. Actually, through friends I met.
Also known as Vampira. Is being sued by an ex-nanny?
I don't know the nanny.
So what? She whips people during the day, and while she's doing that, she's got a nanny taking care of her kids at home or something?
I think she has one son, and there's a nanny, I guess, apparently, who takes care of the kid.
She may be a dominatrix, but she claims to be the one feeling the pain.
Oh, I get it.
Daily News is good.
Feeling the pain.
Enough with the jokes in the New York papers. They're awful.
They're so witty.
Vampira, when fronting her... she was slapped with a lawsuit by a former nanny who alleged she was underpaid and abused.
Mm-hmm.
Vampira denies the charges and says she's the victim of an extortion plot hatched by Brazilian immigrant Luzendeli Campos, whom she fired last year.
Probably right.
I am the victim here, says the dominatrix. She is trying to take every penny she can from me. She's trying to get back at me and ruin my life.
Do you notice that every sex trade person that winds up in the newspapers here, I somehow know?
Yeah, that's what amazes me. Say, Jimmy, you know this woman? Oh, yeah. What, you use her services?
Well, I actually knew her through a friend, and wound up maybe meeting once for, maybe.
Oh. Wait, what's the deal? Because I was reading the rest of this.
I met her through a friend in other settings. I knew her through a buddy. And maybe we hung out one time and there was tinkle involved. Maybe. I'm not saying there was.
Oh, God.
Can I not speculate as to what may have happened, what may not have happened?
You're taking tinkle from a mother. She's a mother of a 6-year-old son. How do you feel about yourself?
Thirsty.
Ugh. So she came over to your pad?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that it could have happened in some alternate reality.
Ugh, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, you. Don't be a silly
goose. I see that as a fetish.
She's actually a nice girl.
Is she?
Yeah, that's why I believe.
Before or after?
I knew her before through another friend. I had met her socially, just as a person, talked to her and all that stuff, and she's very nice. And I actually believe her that this stupid Brazilian is probably extorting her.
You know, you have these conversations with a girl like that, right? And then you invite her over to maybe do something like tinkle. Do you think about what might be going on in her head?
No.
Because you had a conversation. It wasn't just like she knocks on the door, here's two strangers, do this, and she's like, do you think she might have gone, wow, he seemed like a nice guy when I was talking with him, and now I'm squatting over him?
No, because I think that anybody who's a dom is comfortable with that and understands it. They talk to people all the time who would never acknowledge they have that side of them, but they know that people do. Do you understand what I mean? It's like judges, cops, lawyers, all these guys a lot of repressed married guys go to doms. I'm not like that. I'm just open about it. That's the only difference. So it's like, I don't care who knows it. Big deal. If I was married, I'm sure I'd care. But they talk to people all the time. I talk to people who appear so normal and nice, but I know, you know what I mean? Like,
but you would like to think she's so used to it and desensitized by it and doesn't really think that, but she's probably thinking, oh my God, what a freak.
Well, no, we didn't actually talk about it when we met socially, but I think that she's probably into it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't look at themselves as freaks. I don't look at myself as a freak. I mean, a freak is a pedophile or a guy that, bangs animals. I mean, to me, that's like antisocial to a point.
Whatever you got to say to get yourself to sleep
believe
at
me,
night.
I will admit an asterisk here. Good point. I've actually had this little dialogue with myself on the pillow as my nose was stuffed from tears flowing down. So you know how you cry and you get stuffy? At least you're not touching children or animals.
Yeah, but where's the line, man? I think everyone has, fetishes and...
Whatever, it has to turn me on.
No, I know, I understand that, but I mean, where's the line where your fetish is normal, but, the pedophile and the bestiality thing obviously is...
Consenting adults.
Well, that's obviously wrong, sure. But a lot of people would say a dominatrix taking a leak on you is way out there and wrong, too, though.
It is out there. I'm not going to say it's wrong, but it's certainly out there.
Most fetishes are like foot fetish. I like big-breasted women.
That's the standard.
Sure.
I like a little spanking. That type of thing, and you're way over to this side.
Well, I'm not, believe me.
And you're trying to say that's as normal as a foot fetish?
No, not as normal. Foot fetish is much more accepted because it's seen as a cleaner thing, but no, it's not normal.
The foot fetish thing, I don't get it. I think is deeply disturbing.
Yeah.
Someone saw little mommy's tootsies when they were a little boy. They were playing in the kitchen, and there were mommy's painted toes, and they got confused at the little bump in their undershorts, and it became that naughtiness.
Is that where that comes from?
I believe so, because it's submission. The foot is a low part of a person. Ooh. I mean, even the Bible, Christ washes the feet of the beggar.
Yeah, you wash that foot.
Yeah, wash all 9 of those toes. Thanks, Lord.
Jesus. Yeah, you can knock off a little early. 9 toes.
You going to be hanging around? So I think, I don't know where fetish comes from. Maybe you get bored. I get bored a lot of times. It's very hard to turn on sex. You get bored, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, bored. Whew.
Yeah, but I think everyone has a fetish if you really asked every person.
I don't have a foot fetish, but nasty feet are disgust me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, but nasty feet turn me on.
No, that's like, ugh. Big nasty long claw toes and gnarly things. Ugh. Like, that's really rank. And that could ruin things, You
don't have any fetishes, though. Like, you're pretty, normal. Like, you just like...
I bet you... I mean, it's not going to, share, but I bet you if we talked to him long enough, he would tell us something. I think every person has some kind of fetish.
I'll be honest. I'm trying to think.
A fetish is more of a non-sexual thing that you sexualize. So liking big breasts is not really a fetish. It can be a preference. But I think, tinkle or feet are non-sexual things that are being sexualized. You know what I mean? Like that type, wearing panties, which has never been a fetish of mine. I did it with one girl I dated once. One night I put
Would you? You put on some panties?
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. And,
oh, my God.
What she used to do, this is a long time ago.
Wait, can we regroup for a second?
What? I'm trying to tell
you. just throw that out like it's no big deal.
It's not.
It's
not.
Fuck me.
Can I help you, Dad?
Would you?
Order.
I love that one.
Audio of the girl.
Hey, are you about a size 14?
Jimmy?
No. I was seeing this one girl, and you know...
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's cold.
I was wearing the...
Go ahead and tell your story.
Suit.
Well, she used to...
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
I have to hear the next one.
I know.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket!
In the basket!
He's just so exasperated with her tardiness with the lotion, her questions.
Yeah, why isn't that lotion in the basket and in my hand
Doesn't want to humanize her.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket! In the basket!
Keep mentioning her name is Catherine. That's smart.
Order. In the basket! In the basket!
All right, sorry.
I was seeing this one girl who I like some golden shower, and she would tinkle in her panties for me.
Oh.
And it was kind of, not a lot, just a dribble, just to wet it, and it would.
Wow, that's some control shit.
Yeah, she was a good egg,
okay.
And it was kind of hot, and so she would do this for me, and I'd go down on it. It was really nasty. And then one time, she actually liked guys to put on panties because she liked the way a guy's mule looked in panties. And one time she wet her panties and she asked me if I'd put them on. I said, yeah, so I did, and I stood up, and she gave me a Hummer through the panties.
Wow.
After she had wet them. It was one of the dirtiest things.
That is filthy.
I have never had a rod like that. To see her doing, because it did, like, when you put them on, your mule looks monstrous. Like, the thing that was built just can't contain it. And the fact that she had done that first in them, and then was like, and she was so turned on doing it, because we both realized this is so a step beyond the perversion we had engaged in.
Yeah.
And then, boom, pulled him down and finished me off. But that was one of the most turned on I've ever been. But I never did it again. It just wasn't a thing for me. It's not a fetish. I don't feel it's naughty wear underwear thing. But at that moment, it was a complete turn on. Why not? Dude, it was hot. She grabbed it after she had wet it, and I put them on, and she was just all over it.
Wow.
I've never been packing like that in my life.
It must have been some scene.
It was fantastic.
You continue to amaze me.
Why? It was great.
Just when I thought I've heard every story.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket!
That wasn't that bad. It's not that bad.
Well,
silky, all nice and silky.
Yeah.
They weren't granny underwear, were they?
No, they were regular. They weren't her period panties either. They were just regular ones.
All right, then that makes it okay, I guess.
Oh, yeah, they were hot little panties.
Yeah.
Let's go to Josh in Wisconsin.
Did I blow that relationship?
Josh.
Dope.
Hey, man, what's going on, guys? You guys rock.
All right, what's up, Josh?
Jimmy, dude, I just got to say, man, you killed in Chicago when you were out here, man. You were awesome.
Oh, thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it.
Anyway, I'm just calling up. Yeah, I'm an ass man. Most guys, they're either a tip man or a leg man. I'm an ass man. And what I used to do with my ex-girlfriend is I'd go in her bathroom and I'd go through her clothes hamper and I'd just smell all of her dirty underwear.
That's, so you like an ass in your face, right? Not just anal sex, but like the smell of an ass in your face.
Well, yeah, I like that, and I like how, a perfectly shaped ass and just things like that,
Oh, yeah, I blame you, dude. I completely relate.
Hey, man, we all love...
All right, man, punch it out.
We all love the ass, but the...
It's got to be... There's a smell of an ass. Let's clear this up here.
That's some touchy ground there.
There is a fine line. It can be... If it's rank, it makes me want to retch. It's gross. There's nothing worse than an ass that smells like an armpit or one that smells like there's some brutal ones. But, a nice... If it's clean and there's hygiene, it's very sexy.
Yeah.
Let's go to Freak Show. Freak Show.
Hey, I can't believe Anthony's giving Norton a hard time when he's got a thing for pregnant women. You want to have sex with a woman with a baby 3 inches away.
That's true.
No, I don't want to have sex with pregnant women. I do not. I find it to be a turn-on, though, yes.
Wow. So you're turned on by a woman with
yeah, but I don't want to have sex with some...
just wants somebody to pee on him.
I don't want to have sex with some lady that's carrying some, other dude's baby. No.
And, guys, you really are having trouble with the phones. You're fading in and out real bad.
All right. Well... No, I mean, I think a pregnant woman is very sexy, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not a thing for me. I don't think it's awful either.
Well, she's got to be hot, too. She can't be a fat mess.
I really don't think about it.
Let's go to Brett. Hey, Brett.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I just wanted to say, perversion can actually be viewed as going hand in hand with complexity and intelligence. Because if you look at the more advanced societies like Japan and Germany and, you know, really advanced, sophisticated, intelligent people, and you look at the disgusting, fucking depraved shit that's coming out of those countries, and that's considered normal. And then, by contrast, you look at something like an African bushman or just some primitive Peruvian. All they want is a big fat chick. All the guys in Germany like all this fucking enema ass porn, and the Japanese with the bukkake.
You're trying to say they're more intelligent in Germany than here in the United States?
No, he's saying that he's saying as opposed to other cultures where it's just put it in and knock them up.
Right.
But I understand what you're saying, but I think that's more based in repression. Like Japan is a very repressed society.
And boredom.
Sexually.
And boredom.
Boredom?
Well, Japan, I'm saying, is very sexually repressed. Like, you know how like they're very proper, and they're very, very strict, and they're very discipline-driven. So that's their chance to be really, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like guys that are really dominant tend to be submissive, and women that are real bitches in the office and run the thing want to be spanked. It's like that vent, it seems.
Yep.
Well, I made my point. You get the idea.
Yeah, no, I don't even disagree with it. I just think I don't know if that ties in as well.
All right. Let's go to Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Matt, that just reminded me of this story one time. This girl actually took her dripping panties off in the middle of it, had put them over my face and then she started blowing me. And it was the craziest thing.
Did you like it?
Yeah. And what made it even better was she, just when I was about to come, she pulls the panties off my face, she looks me right in the eye, and she goes, "If you want me to make you come, you have to take me to see Jim Norton."
You know something? I knew he was going there. His whole setup didn't work.
I had a feeling too.
I knew he was going to go there.
You only get one a day, Jimmy.
No, that's not right.
Unless it's a really good one.
You know, if it's clever, some guy already did it this morning.
That might have been true, though. You got to let him finish the story because he might be telling the truth. A woman might have said that to him.
A woman might have said,
"Dude,
go see Jimmy Norton."
I put on panties and got a Hummer. Why can't she want to come hearing about the improv? If that's what she was saying. Who knows if she was saying the Boston Comedy Connection, April 8th and 9th. Tickets on sale now.
Could have been that, too.
The Borgata in Atlantic
Do you listen
City,
to the
April 16th.
Do you listen to the replays of this show?
Sometimes.
They are playing your commercial every break. Don't worry, you're getting your mentions.
I know. It's nice of them to do.
Every break you hear, "Hi, Jim Norton here.
I'm very good.
Texas." Whatever.
I like the ones that blindside me. That one I saw coming.
Kind of, because he was a little nervous.
All right, Keith, let's go.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hi, Keith.
And first, I just wanted to say what you were talking about yesterday real quick. XM is getting all of my money solely for you guys.
Well, there's a lot of people that got the service because of us so far.
But I was telling the guy who answers the phone, yeah, my fetish is I look for porn where black guys are fucking fat white chicks, but I like the ones where they do the vaginal cum shots and they come inside them.
Cream pies.
Yeah.
Cream pies?
What's a cream pie? What?
You finish internally. It's an internal pop.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. The money shot seems to be the closer.
Yeah,
the show
it's
closer.
specifically black guys fucking fat white chicks. Not regular white chicks, but fat white chicks.
What did your mom look like? I'm not even kidding.
Jimmy's an expert at this
I'm not. I just say you never know. I mean, we're all... I'm not even being... Is your mom fat?
No.
All right, because that could be a hatred of mommy.
Ooh,
to
really?
watch her railed by young criminals. You never know.
You know, I got to bring it up again. One of the hottest movie scenes ever was the black drug dealer banging Julia Stiles.
No, that wasn't
in
hot.
Traffic.
That's disturbing.
Disturbing.
That's disturbing.
That was unhot.
That was beyond hot.
No.
God damn, what is wrong with you?
And I was discussing that with my brother at Mardi Gras, and he's with me.
What is wrong with you?
My brother Brett thinks it's one of the hottest scenes ever, too.
What's hot about it?
Huh? What, Keith?
Take me out of the car crash. I gotta go.
No, you did fine.
I don't think that disturbed me.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
She was a well-to-do girl from the suburbs, nice family, and her addiction was so bad that she was in a crack den. And this is what she had to do to get her drugs.
That's disturbing, not hot.
I picture someone I love having to do that. It's like, it just creeped me out, dude.
Oof.
Creeped me out.
It was, I'm telling you, man. I don't know what it is, but it was hot.
Oh, my God, is that... Ooh.
And the father's just so close to finding her, but but just missing.
The dad's nightmare. Oh, the father's nightmare. That's disturbing.
I have a fine line on what turns me on, but whenever it seems like someone's truly being victimized, it just like creeps me out.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me at all.
She wasn't being victimized. 'Cause
Victimization.
In the end, she was getting her drugs.
No, I know that. And she volunteered. She showed up. He didn't put a gun to her head.
She showed up. She was in her drug euphoria. And
that's victimized.
And there you have it.
Did you guys see another drug movie, which was Requiem for a Dream?
No.
That movie disturbed me so much, I had to walk around my apartment for a half hour. It was with Ellen Burstyn, who was phenomenal. And there's one scene in there where it's about doing drugs, and the guy gets in jail, and he's got gangrene on his arm from shooting dope. And who else was in that? One of the Wayans brothers was I think it was Marlon was great in that. And the girlfriend of his goes to see, who was the black guy? It was what's that? No. From Platoon. His name is the same as Keith David Keith. One is white, one's black. The one from Platoon, the black guy, plays a drug dealer, and the girls, he'll only give the girls money, give the girls dope if they come over and give them a Hummer or do a dildo show in front of a group full of guys. And she was going over to his house and seeing him, and it was just so disturbing. Because you can picture your girlfriend or someone you love having to do that. It's just awful.
Damn. Yeah, that is just, go ahead, call me prejudiced.
No, anybody, even if it was a white drug, it just would have annoyed me that somebody had to do that.
The other movie that had that hot scene was with, what was it, Meg Tilly? Where she was banging the dude while her boyfriend or husband was tied up in the other room watching.
Yeah, that was hot.
That was really hot.
How do you love those victim movies?
That movie sucked. What was it called? Runaway or something like that?
Yeah. Because the guy was the victim in that one.
Yeah.
And she was volunteering to bang. That was
all of a sudden she fell in love with her kidnapper or whatever. And then they're banging, and the guy's tied up in the other room. And they left the door open for a while, and then they closed it and said, "You pervert, stop looking," or something like that to the guy. Something about that scene too, man.
That's really bad stuff.
Let's go to Shit Dick Killer from Whack Bags. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I got to tell you, man, the hottest love scene I've seen in a movie had to be the racist Billy Bob Thornton just anal banging Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
That was a good one.
Yeah, was he doing the poop shoot though?
No, but he's just.
I think at one point he was.
See, black guys didn't like watching that either.
Really?
Black guys.
I bet you they didn't.
Black guys did not enjoy that scene.
Yeah.
Good. Welcome to our awful lives.
Yeah. Why did they start banging? There was a desperation in that one too, right?
Yeah.
Well, her son Patrice had been killed on the side of the road. No.
What?
Well, it was a fat kid, yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was.
I just saw the sex scene. I didn't see the
movie. It was a mother that lost her son.
And he's a big fat dummy, and they're walking in the rain, and you hear a thud, and you hear her, scream.
And next thing you know, you got Billy Bob Thornton just banging her.
Yeah.
Puffy Combs was in that, Sean. P. Diddy.
Doesn't she look at him and just go, F me?
I don't remember.
She just on the couch. Yeah, and all of a sudden she just looks at me. Jesus, I wish. Looks at Billy Bob and says, F me.
Yeah, I just saw that
just
sex
go at
scene.
it.
Like the clip of the sex.
It's a great sex scene.
You ever see the one from Brown Bunny? The Hummer? That is a really sexy. What's his name? Vincent Gallo gets a hardcore Hummer.
Oh, yeah, they talk about that. I didn't see that one.
It was such a hot scene.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's real. I mean, that's exactly what a guy's like when he's getting a Hummer. It wasn't any of that, porn overdone stuff.
Best Hummer scene was Joe Pesci and Sharon Stone in Casino.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
You need a sponsor?
Right.
Yeah,
and she had no choice. It was just like...
She's crying. Yeah, okay, nodding. Well, then again, I love when he's talking about veal and he gets in the car and he just grabs the girl's head and shoves her head in his lap.
Let's go to Rick. Rick, what's going on?
Hey, just recognizing your hatred of Noah's boots the other day and the throwing of fruit at it and the enjoyment you get out of this rich chick getting railed by the drug dealers.
Oh, it's another
Rick. Good tie-in.
Maybe it's the fact that the girl is rich in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah,
What you know, guys?
Good point. Because you heard did you hear Ope say he likes when the drug dealer grabs the rich girl and throws her nice packaged lunch on the floor and steps on it?
What is that scene from?
Brown Bunny, Chloe Sevigny.
Where'd you find the still shots of the BJ scene?
I heard William Morris dropped her for this.
Jesus, she's actually doing
That's what I'm saying. It was a hardcore scene.
Shot in Europe.
It was really sexy.
Did he finish?
I think he did in her mouth.
Money shot?
No. That's what was
Oh.
great about it. It was for real. And I believe that William Morris was her agency, and they dropped her if she agreed to do the scene.
Wait, if people are at home at their computers, they got to see how hot this is, man.
Dude, that was a sexy scene.
Where could you find this, Eric?
With a video.
Nitrovideo.com.
Nitrovideo.com. And look, Steve's already in here. Don't worry, it'll be up on FoundryMusic.com.
No, it won't.
I need the hits on my website.
No,
blah, blah, blah.
no, I ain't posting this, but I'll post a link. You can get it on Mr. Skin, too.
And couldn't you also go Google, like, Brown Bunny oral scene or whatever?
Maybe.
Yeah, Google it, because the video is very sexy.
Why would she agree to that?
I don't know. Why not? Really, I mean, that's probably what she had to do to get the part to begin with, so why not roll the camera?
What other movies was she in?
At the time, Gallo was Chloe Sevigny's boyfriend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why she did it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think you're right about William Morris dropping her, though.
That takes away some of the hotness from me. I thought it was just an actress. I didn't realize that they were actually dating. Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's go to John in New York City. John?
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, boy?
Hey.
Remember the movie Kids?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see that either.
Savigny, whatever the hell his name is. She got banged 10 ways to heaven on that one, man. There's a couple good ones. They're all like 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds supposed to be at least. That's the movie.
All right. John, I got a bell on you. Your phone stinks.
Yeah.
Sorry, John.
Probably a good point to take a break. I guess we should play one of our favorite things as we go to break in honor of Jim's little...
Oh, one more sex scene that I thought was really a good one. And you actually were the one that turned me on to this movie.
Swimming pool?
Yeah. Swimming pool? Holy
Everyone loves
Jesus.
that movie.
I didn't see it.
Oh, my God.
It's about some chick and...
Dude, it's the hottest movie you could see.
Oh, my God. I don't even remember what the story was.
It's a writer. It's an old writer, and she has writer's block, so she goes to, I think, her book agent's kind of slash villa mansion type thing.
Yeah, kind of away from it all.
In the country to think and try to come up with this next novel.
Yeah.
And then you're not really sure if she's imagining all this stuff that's going on with the agent's daughter.
Yeah, so then the agent's daughter shows up at the house unexpectedly, and she's supposed to be how old?
17.
Jesus Christ. Move the cursor.
Can I see that?
There it is. Look at this chick. She's supposed to be 17.
This chick is the hottest girl out there, man.
And she brings home guys from the bars and just has sex with them, and the woman, this old prudy writer, has to listen to them having sex.
Yeah, as she's trying to write her novel.
Swimming pool?
Yeah. Look, did you take a look at her?
Look how hot this girl is.
She really is sexy.
I mean, this movie is...
Who's the blonde with her?
That's the U.S.
The old school marm.
That's the old lady, and then later on in the movie, she gets completely naked.
Any more of those?
But, if you haven't seen Swimming Pool, I don't know if it's a good movie. There's just some really great hot scenes in there.
She bashes the one guy with a brick.
Oh, nice. There she is taking everything off.
Yeah, she's completely nude with a big rock and committing a murder.
But that was a hot sex scene. Her having sex with the guy she brought home from the bar. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, keep that website up during the commercial.
Before you go to commercial.
Oh, that's the scene where she's in the pool, up to her ass in water. A guy is sitting on the edge of the pool, and she's giving him a Hummer. Yeah, good stuff.
You want to talk about disturbing scenes? Hands down, the most disturbing sex scene I've ever seen. It's in a French movie called Irreversible. And
someone's got that on the line. Go ahead.
There is a rape scene in that movie. It is so disturbing.
Really?
It is such an upsetting scene, man. It's brilliant. It's brutal. And it's an absolutely, I guarantee you that's what a real rape looks like.
I haven't seen that.
It's French, and the movie, Irreversible, kind of goes backwards. It's a really weird film, but it's good.
Stupid French.
Nah, but it's a really interesting movie.
I hate the French.
I do too, they stink. And if an American had raped this girl, it wouldn't have been as bad, but it was a French on French, so I kind of felt like,
Yeah.
But it was such an awful scene.
Was the guy in a Nazi uniform just raping her?
No, that would have been kind of hot, actually.
Clothed in a French flag. Would have been good. A little subtle.
Sick F is on the line. Sick F.
Yo.
What's up, buddy?
Do you guys remember that really, really delicate scene? I mean, it wasn't that hardcore as some of the ones you're talking about, but in 8mm?
I didn't see it.
8mm. Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah, I saw.
I thought you were going to talk about Devil's Advocate.
No. That's just for the call screener. No, the real delicate scene in 8mm where the guy is chopping the fucking girl into like little bits. That was kind of cute.
I hated 8mm. That could have been a really
that
good.
was just to get through the phone screener. Oh, great.
8mm could have been a good movie if it didn't star Nicolas Cage doing the exact same acting that he does in every other movie.
Dude, I was never a fan of his. I liked him in Leaving Las Vegas. That's it. I'm sorry. What was the Vegas movie? Was it Leaving Las Vegas? No. Was it where he plays an alcoholic?
Yeah.
It was Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's right.
But he acts the same way in every movie, whether it's a comedy, enough with Nicolas Cage.
Like Coppola's nephew. That's how he acts. He was good in Valley Girl with Deborah Foreman, though. That was a fine one from the 80s. I had a big crush on her.
Rich in Philly. I love the cooler. I don't remember the hot scene in that.
You don't remember that scene? The one with William H. Macy?
Ant saw it recently. What's the scene? He has sex with the young girl, right?
Oh, yeah. A couple times. They even show his nice little old ass.
No, with the girl? With the hooker girl or whatever she was?
With the girl that used to be on ER.
I don't remember her name, though.
She's not hot. She had an awful ass. There's a scene where they're both on their...
I'm talking about him.
Yeah,
all right.
Well, there's a scene where they're both on their knees, like making sounds to annoy the people in the next motel room.
Yeah.
And her ass is horrid. They show it from behind. It's this saggy, like, nasty ass. She wasn't hot. She had bad tits. She wasn't really that hot. It was a good movie, but not for that.
All right. Why don't we take a break with one of our faves from Silence of the Lambs, the musical. Every time we play this, the email goes nuts. People want to know where you could get this thing. I guess it's up on foundyourmusic.com or opieandanthony.com, or do a search. It's Silence of the Lambs, the musical by the Kaplan brothers.
I bought 2.
You bought 2 of these?
Yeah.
Why?
Bought for a friend and just to have one around the house.
Are there any other tracks on here worth playing? Have you tracked through the whole thing yet?
Yeah, I got to get used to them though. The ones we play are really the hits.
The hits?
Yeah.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket's the one, man.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, it does this when it's cold. It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose. And when it's done, there's one more thing, a simple little task. It's put the fucking lotion in the basket. Put the fucking lotion in the basket. All these stupid women are the same. Helps me not to think of them as human, so I call them it instead of by their names.
Mister, please no more abuse. Can't you see there's no excuse? My family's probably wondering where I've been.
I'll starve you so your skin gets loose. Stop crying now, you big fat moose. Just put the fucking lotion on your skin, and then put the fucking lotion in the basket. Your chances for survival are remote. I'm impervious to all your silly whining, so wipe down before I jam a moth right down your fucking throat.
Mister, please, my mom's got money. Let me go, this isn't funny. Cops are sure to send somebody. Turn me loose, don't be a dummy.
Listen to you scream and wail. Keep it down, you fucking whale. Mind the broken fingernail. The last girl climbed halfway but failed. Precious?
She's down here, you piece of shit.
Put the fucking poodle in the basket. I'd kill you, but there's someone at the door. Don't make me go and get my gun and shoot you. It's a waste of skin. They don't sell fat girls in a fucking store. Put my fucking precious in the basket. Don't you hurt my one and only friend. You don't know what pain is, but I'll teach you if you lay a fucking finger on my...
It's everything. XM 202. XM News, Talk, Sports, and Information 24/7.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double time desire.
We got lots to do today still. Charlie Murphy's coming in today.
Charlie Murphy.
And Billy Burr.
And Donnell Rollins.
And Donnell, yeah. The gang from the Chappelle Show. They'll be in around 9 a.m. or so. Also, Maroon 5 calling in about an hour. They won a Grammy at this year's Grammys. I thought this year's Grammys was a lot of fun, but some of the worst ratings ever for the Grammys.
Yep.
We should play that U2 song going into break next.
It didn't have any buzz to it, the Grammys. Like the Oscars have this buzz because of Chris Rock, and everyone's going to tune in now to see how outrageous he's going to be. But the Grammys, no one cared. No, did anyone know who hosted it?
No, I think it's because the VMAs have taken off.
Yeah.
That they can't really compare, the Grammys to the VMAs, even though they made the Grammys a bit hipper. But the VMAs are so over the top and stuff that I think it fails in comparison.
I just think there's too many award shows now anyway. Every other week there's an award show on. Who cares? No one really... it used to be just, the Grammys, the Oscars, and the, faggots would watch the Tonys.
The Tonys.
If I may use that word.
Yeah, some of those award shows are, on a Sunday, there's nothing else going on. You kind of get a little excited, like if it's like Golden Globes or something. But then all of a sudden you're like, the Tonys.
The Tonys.
But then you take a peek because you're thinking it might be cool, and then you realize right away that there's nothing cool about this at all.
There's nothing I could relate to in watching the Tonys. They were saying, Chris Rock was saying that only gay guys watch the Oscars. That's not true. If you're interested in movies and stuff, you watch the Oscars. But as far as the Tonys go, that is just the gayest collection of gaydom ever to be gay, is the Tonys. You can't. I cannot tune in for more than 5 minutes. I have no idea what they're talking about. I have no idea what shows they're talking. It's all about Broadway shows, I guess. And I have no clue. They're thanking people. You're like, what? And, of course, there's always the, looking up and going, and I just want to say, I know that Billy's looking down on me, and, he died at 36. And
from pneumonia, wink.
Watch much?
No, I said 5 minutes.
You got all that in 5 minutes, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah,
see?
All right.
Hello, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
No, I watched the entire thing. I was very excited that Mamma Mia took
even the credits
honor.
are gay. The credits are rolling by, and I'm like, look at all these gay names.
The end credits,
right.
they're all gay.
Best boy means something else.
Wow.
Is it best boy?
Best boy, key grip.
Boy.
Key grip, yeah.
Cock grip.
Instead of gaffer, there's a gagger. Get it? LOL.
Anthony, what were you saying about George Michaels?
Oh, George Michael is...
He's in the paper today or something?
Well, yeah, he's... George Michael says goodbye to the pop world. He's just saying goodbye. He's leaving. He's telling everybody that's it. He's done with the celebrity. He's done with the pop music world, and he's bowing out and leaving and vanishing, disappearing.
He's had enough?
Yeah, but don't you have to be in the public eye and be like something people care about anymore in order to then disappear? You can't be gone and off the face of the world for a few years and then announce you're leaving. The guy has been irrelevant for years.
And he has no choice.
Yeah.
He has to leave because he has nothing else to offer.
Mm-hmm.
This just in, Bismarcky. I'm done. I've done it all.
Is that what he's saying now?
This just in. I read it off the AP, so it has to be real.
Wow.
Bismarcky also moving on, finally.
Damn. Boy, he'll be missed.
I don't know if you guys heard, I got bad news too, but Heather Mills has just announced that she is walking away from the world of moonwalking. Might have been funny if I said leaving the world of moonwalking.
Leaving?
Instead of walking away from moonwalking, same word twice. idiots.
You got very strict rules with your comedy.
You have to, but it's not. It doesn't sound as well. Heather Mills is leaving the world of moonwalking. Don't give it away at the end, but no. Heather Mills on her one leg, which is not good for moonwalking, is walking away from moonwalking.
Oh, wow. Kaja Gugu says they're never recording another song.
Kaja Gugu, we're finished.
Gugu says we're done with the pop music world.
All right, Ryan, what's up?
Hey, not too much. How you fellas doing?
Hey. You're calling all the way from Oregon?
All the way from fucking Oregon.
What part?
Actually,
who cares?
California border.
Portland, Maine, or Portland, Oregon, for that matter.
All right, what do you got today?
Well, you guys are talking about the Tonys. Seems like every time some guy gets up there, it's about, I want to thank Bob, who's not only my friend and colleague, but my gay lover.
They never say
that
gay
is
lover.
The sickest shit I have ever seen.
They never actually say what they are. They just look into the audience and say, and of course I want to thank, I want to thank Bruce down there for just being there for me, being an inspiration, and giving me constant support. I love you.
And you got all this in 5 minutes, huh?
5 minutes is just why I just tuned in, and it was on, so yeah.
Must have had a notepad out, making sure you got it all
Actually,
in 5 minutes.
I wasn't even watching the whole thing. It was kind of the picture-in-picture as I was going through the channel guide. So.
I have a feeling you might have TiVo'd this thing.
TiVo'd the Tonys? Did I?
The phone rang. Tell him I'll call him back.
Tonys are on. Tonys.
He sets his TiVo to everything Tony. So he gets Odd Couple reruns and the Tony Awards.
Tonys.
That's why he hates Danza, because he thought it was the Tony's Danza show.
Oh, yeah. This guy Danza talking about the Tonys every day.
All in 5 minutes, though. That's pretty impressive.
Best set decorator for a musical. Oh, care.
Jim Morrison wants to check in, Anthony.
Really?
Yes. Jim Morrison from hell, yes?
Yeah, I just called to say I'm dead and I won't be recording any more records.
All right, this just in.
Disappointing.
This just in. Jim's done, but the Doors aren't. Pompous assholes.
Why?
The Doors? Thinking they could go on without Jim Morrison? Are they insane?
They just want to make money. That's how I see it.
Ray Manzarek, he threw the Doors together with, what's his name from the Cult, who's a great singer.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you doing?
I know.
Somehow maybe you should call it something different, because everyone knows the Doors were Jim Morrison.
Uh-huh.
And a little bit of Robbie Krieger's playing on the guitar, but Ray Manzarek talking about his organ playing was that important? Not really.
Kind of cutting edge back then.
And John Densmore, who would be in a jazz band if he wasn't discovered by the guys, so freaking bitter about his role in the band. It's like, relax, dude. You had nothing going on. Absolutely nothing. Dude, have you seen footage of the Doors and what John Densmore did for the band?
Yeah, well...
He had nothing.
I don't really know.
There could have been 100 guys that did his role in that band.
I was never a big Doors fan, so I really don't know much about him. Never a Doors fan.
The Doors are timeless.
George Michael, his meteoric rise to stardom, first with Wham, then when as a solo artist, was complicated by the fact that he was gay while widely believed to be straight. And he's quoted as saying, "I thought, oh my God, I'm a massive star, and I think I may be a poof. This is not going to end well." Michael eventually outed himself after being charged with lewd behavior in a toilet in 1998. And he lost his Brazilian boyfriend, Anselmo Felipe, to AIDS, an AIDS-related condition in 1993. "I remember looking at the sky and saying, 'Don't do this to me,'" Michael said, referring to the moment when Felipe told him he was going for medical tests. Yeah.
A Brazilian guy with AIDS, the odds of that are 50-50. God almighty. I couldn't believe when I shot drugs with Tommy Morrison that things didn't turn out well. How risky do you want to live, George?
How do these guys that are having sex like that with some Brazilian that has AIDS not getting AIDS?
No, I don't. That shows you that AIDS is not quite as easy to get, I suppose, as people want you to believe.
I think, probably a little more difficult to get if you're banging, because he wasn't like, "Oh, please, let's put on a condom." No. It was just poppers and ass.
Did you learn that from the Tonys, too?
Yeah, that was best ass sex with poppers.
All in 5 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
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 And the winner is Aida. Aida, big cock, every day.
Yeah. So he's leaving, George Michael. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, George.
I just thought it would be very important to explain myself before I disappear, the 41-year-old said. I truly believe there's a life for me that is not this one. Perhaps it will mean writing for other people. I have an ambition to write a truly contemporary musical. Well, maybe he'll win a Tony. Not necessarily even for the stage, but for the screen. I've got to find a way to make music and enjoy it the way I used to.
All right, Fast Freddy writes, stop the presses, Rich Voss leaves comedy world behind.
And can I say that musicals for the screen are horrendous always.
Ugh.
There's West Side Story stunk.
You didn't like West Side Story?
When you reject, no. It's awful. It's terrible.
You didn't like West Side Story for the screen?
No, with the stupid knives. Jerk-offs.
But it's a musical. It's not supposed to be. Hey, there it is. Right?
Horrendous.
They're fighting and dancing at the same time? That was a little weird.
You watched the whole thing, though?
No, I've seen moments of it. I couldn't sit through it.
I've watched the whole thing of West Side Story. I thought it was kind of nice. You know, you take it for what it is. It's a musical. You're not expecting an action movie like that. It's dated. It's, an old movie.
Was that the pre-show for the Tonys?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they warmed us up.
And you only watched 5 minutes of the Tonys because you were too tired because you just sat through the whole West Side Story.
I watched that, and then I watched La Cage.
When you reject, you reject. God almighty.
You didn't like that?
It hurts me.
Maria.
Oh, yeah, that dumb song.
It's classic Romeo and Juliet put to modern times back then.
Crap. I tried to watch, what's the one with Don't Cry for Me, Argentina? I love the song.
Evita.
Atrocious.
Yeah.
I hate when they sing
Antonio
that.
Banderas.
Just, why?
Yeah.
And Madonna, right?
Oh, yeah, well, her, she can sing at least. Yeah. But, I mean, why are you singing? No one talks like that.
No, but that's the thing of a musical. You sing all the lines.
It's stupid. Where are you going? Shut up.
I think I need to find a toilet.
Yeah, it's never realistic dialogue. Why can't Opie sing in a musical? I haven't shit in 3 days. My colon feels like cement. Like cement.
Where's the milk? I need some milk today.
Put on a pair of panties after she tinkles in them. It's always...
I had a dream that Washington fixed the telephones.
It's never realistic dialogue, ever.
I will give out Straley's email address.
Don't cry because Ben has such a big hog. He won't use it to wreck your colon.
I noticed that there's a Ben hog joke every day on the show now.
Of course there is.
Every
There has
day.
to be.
And it just makes me giggle.
I saw, what was that one? Les Mis. I saw Les Mis. And that's one of those where they sing every line. Like, come on.
Never saw that.
I like a little dialogue. I think Miss Saigon was another one, just singing of the dialogue. Aida was talking and singing, so that was kind of, wasn't all that bad.
How many of these have you seen?
I've seen many. That's why I had to watch the Tonys.
I've seen...
He had to compare his scorecard with the actual winners. Jesus.
I've seen a few Broadway shows.
Dude, I've seen a couple of minutes of West Side Story, and the only one I've ever seen was half of Evita, which was unwatchably awful.
Yeah.
Chicago, I refused to watch.
I'm talking about actually seeing them on Broadway, not seeing the movie.
That's even worse. You have to plan it. If you stumble onto it by accident, and you're like, maybe there's a scene I could scrap to in here, that's almost understandable. But when you actually have to go, all right, hold on, let me just fix my tie, and then leave the house to go watch a bunch of people who'll be going to be dead in 5 years dancing anyway.
Oh, God.
It just stinks.
It was great, and probably the best musical of all time. Jesus Christ Superstar.
Never saw it.
Never saw it?
No.
The movie stunk because they tried to do some artsy-fartsy stuff with it. But the Broadway show, might I say, fabulous.
Are we talking about Broadway shows?
Well,
yeah.
Well, maybe we can
Broadway and
maybe
bring on the broads.
Maybe there's somebody here at XM that we can invite in and help
6'8" with white hair. Maybe he can bumble in and spoil everything.
Come in and spin some phone dials so it sounds like we're underwater again.
All I hear is Ben's hog in this.
What is this?
It's the opening, ovation.
For what?
Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, it's the orchestra getting ready. But what's singing in this? Oh, what do we get? Is this the opening? The whole. Go to a song where isn't Ian Gillan on this album?
Is he from Deep Purple?
Yeah.
Oh, he also sang with Sabbath.
Dude, the guy's
83.
voice is ridiculous.
He's an amazing vocalist.
Yeah, find an Ian Gillan song.
Eric's dad used to produce Jesus Christ Superstar.
For what? Local theater?
No, Broadway.
For his
really?
For his church group?
Back in the early 70s.
Really?
Yep.
Eric's rich.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
Is he
know
a rich
that.
kid?
No,
But I'm not going to throw strawberries at Eric because he works hard.
He does work very hard.
He doesn't dress like
and he's trying to make a name for himself, and I respect that in anybody.
And the name is called Sweater with Arms Too Short.
Who cares that he takes a limo to work, even though he's the low man on the totem pole?
You found an Ian Gillan song? Which one is this? You got to realize it came out in the 60s. Oh, Heaven on Their Mind. This guy's voice was amazing back then.
At last, all too well, I can see.
Quite a range.
Sings like a chick.
But it's got to kick in.
If you strip
the mellow
What, the testosterone?
This is the mellow part. Music is very dated, you know. It's got that groovy. Right?
Jesus!
It's a rockin' voice.
You started to believe the things they say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true.
No?
I can't eat M&M's.
We'll soon get swept away.
Does he play pinball later on in the musical?
Pinball Wizard?
And then there's like Anne Margaret is like rolling around in baked beans or something.
Did you see Tommy on Broadway?
Why would you?
I saw that.
The rock opera?
It was very good on Broadway.
What show haven't you seen, Anthony?
Yeah.
How about we just go there?
Now, to protect any heterosexuality I have left, I have not seen Mamma Mia, the ABBA musical.
These are the other musicals your dad...
Steve's raising his hand. Steve saw Mamma Mia. I'm laughing at you, and I've seen them all.
You know why? Because Steve is so dumb, he thought it was a Vietnam thing. He thought Mama was missing in action.
Mama MIA, this is great. Yeah, Stallone comes in and rescues her in a helicopter.
These are the other musicals your dad produced, or just in general? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm like, holy crap.
Ian, what's his last name? Was Gillan, right? Ian was great when he sang with Sabbath. The one dumb album they did, Born Again, but he sang Trash, which is a phenomenal song. But
yeah.
You know, I didn't like that.
Hey, let's go to Anthony in Jersey.
Hi, Anthony.
Anthony?
Right here.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, have you guys ever seen Phantom of the Opera?
No, I didn't see that one.
I'll tell you what.
I saw it.
You saw Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah.
The New York stage, that was like the best one to go see. So if you guys, since you're up there, can go see it, I'd go see it. It's really good.
Yeah, I heard
it's not
good.
all like singing and all that.
I just don't like plays. I wanted to see one with Alan Alda. Alan Alda did something on Broadway, and of course I missed it. That I wanted to see, but I just hate musicals.
I saw Cuckoo's Nest with
Gary Sinise.
Gary Sinise.
That I would have seen.
That was really good.
I would have liked that. But it was probably the book version. Did they show Chief talking through the whole thing? Because in the book is kind of narrated by Chief.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Narrative.
Yeah, it's
Hey, someone is
really
challenging you on your Ian Gillan thing. Scott, what's up?
Yeah.
What's going on, boys?
Hey.
That guy that's singing that song his name is Murray Head.
Murray Head?
Yes.
Well, where's the Ian Gillan songs?
Ian Gillan played Jesus.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That song is Judas.
Now, Murray Head, is he the same guy that did One Night in Bangkok?
Yeah.
It is?
Same guy.
I
don't know. Thank you.
I hadn't heard any of this stuff in quite a while.
My knowledge amazes me, too. Thank you.
Somebody in this
Thank
office
you.
is rubbing off on this
Thank
entire
you.
show crew, and it's making me nauseous.
Thank you.
Hey, Opie, you seem to be a big fan of some avant-garde art films. You should look at Moulin Rouge.
Oh, that stunk.
How would you know?
Because Big Kev said to watch it. So I started watching. I didn't even finish watching it. Just an awful mishmash of crap.
Did Big Kev say that as he was traipsing under orange gates, saying it's all what it means to you? Here's what it means. You're an asshole.
Yeah, Kevin got really pissed off about that whole, that we didn't get the Orange Gate thing.
We got it, Kev. It stunk.
There are letters to the editor every day in the New York papers, and not one saying how great it is.
It's awful.
Ronald writes, hanging fabric is art. In that case, my mother is an artistic genius. At this very moment, she has orange and green towels flapping in the breeze on a clothesline. Could you spare 2 New York City cops to protect them?
Ooh.
Yeah, the cops are protecting every inch of this exhibit, by the way.
People very bitter about these things.
Because
they're awful.
I had a few ideas, and I was told, don't be stupid.
Really?
They're all knowing. There's eyes all over the park.
Big WOW on
undercover guys all over the place, arresting people left and right.
Don't deface them.
Left and right they're being arrested. So, the Gates is a joke of an exhibit. Those flags look like something from a construction zone or an entrance to an outdoor flea market. Bloomberg was definitely sold a bad bill of goods. The color is an offense to the natural beauty of Central Park. I can't wait for the Gates to close.
To close.
Yes.
Ah, the Gates.
When are they there until?
I think it's Sunday. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it really is just...
I'll go see him.
It's just ridiculous.
Ugh. I want to get a picture under the gate waving.
Ugh.
Hi.
Hello. Just Photoshop yourself in. Just take it off the news, Photoshop. You don't even have to go anywhere. You should just Photoshop a De Niro picture.
Dude,
Photograph. Put yourself in there.
That actually is gonna ruin my week.
Yeah. I don't doubt it.
That I didn't go.
You're obsessed.
Nah, but I could have went and been in the VIP and I didn't go. I could have went. And I didn't. It wasn't like he was somewhere I should have known.
Yeah.
I got the email.
All right.
And he won't show up.
Look, I'm noticing a trend this morning, man.
Yeah?
We have a bunch of druggies that listen to the show and a bunch of Broadway fags. Faggies.
Why?
Faggies.
You don't have to be a fag to go enjoy a Broadway show.
We've been talking about probably 10 different subjects today.
Yeah.
The phones have been hot to talk about drug tests and how to pass them, and Broadway shows.
A lot of people have gone to Broadway.
Let's say hi to Pete in Philly. Pete.
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah, I want to back up Ann on this because I saw Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, it was awesome. The end. Did they do it where they had the guy standing up on the cross and the light was behind him, everything else was dark, and it was just him strung out like, just hung like Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best part of the show.
What was the last song he sang called? Ouch?
Well, other than the nails in his wrist, I guess.
Why would it end any other way?
Yeah.
What
No,
if
it's just how they did
does
it,
a
you know.
shuffle off to Buffalo off the side?
He moonwalks into a Porsche and heads off to Islam to hang out with Muhammad.
Bobby
Did it end with him on the cross? No, you jackass.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Bobby Big Rigger.
Hey, guys, what's going on here?
Hey.
Mr. Sweet.
Hi, Bobby.
Thank you. Hey, Ant, a little review maybe on Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat?
I never saw Joseph in the Technicolor
come
Dreamcoat.
Also, hey, Ant,
See that.
when are we going to catch you on 28?
Huh?
28, I don't get that.
When are you going to be on Channel 28?
What's Channel 28?
The Broadway channel.
How
All
do
right,
you know,
now.
faggot?
Hey, one of our faves who's coming in to do the news tomorrow, Pat from Munaki. Pat?
Hey!
Hey.
Will they fix the telephone? Ishmael, no, we will not fix the telephone.
Hey.
Oh.
Pat?
I thought it was good.
Why? But you were singing a Queen song.
Well, yeah.
It's sort of like a play.
It's not a play.
Well, Queen is going to be turned into a Broadway show, right?
It's an opera. Opera play? What? Same fag shit.
You doddering, nine-toed jackass.
Hey, you guys ready to strap on your news hats for tomorrow?
Yes, Pat from Munaki is coming in to try out for the news position.
Yeah.
On our show. Can't wait.
I'll be like an elephant in the headlights.
That actually was funny.
That was a pretty good one.
An elephant in headlights. You tool, that's great.
All right, Pat, any final thoughts?
No.
An elephant in the headlights. Apparently, somebody only needed like one piano. Oh, no, that's the wrong part of the body.
Oh.
I thought I stopped it before I said
I
it.
can use the case for my coffin.
The what?
Piano case. Coffin. Hello?
Hello?
I may be in the emergency room tomorrow morning.
Pat, is this thing on, Munaki?
All right, Pat.
See you, Pat.
We'll see you tomorrow, man.
All righty.
Hey, Pat, are you going to bring it?
Bring what?
You know, for every bad joke that Pat tells from now on, we should be able to lop off one of his toes.
Please.
I can only tell 10 bad jokes then.
9, you idiot.
I made 9.
Yeah. That's when we get into the fingers.
Lost count of his toes.
All toes go to heaven.
He's awful. He's awful.
Pat, you're the worst.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Pat.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
There he goes, Pat from Munaki.
Pat from Munaki.
All right. Well, this guy's been calling all morning, and I hear he's just awful.
What is he?
Mosh.
Yo, what up?
You've been calling all morning, driving the phone screeners nuts. What do you got?
Oh, no. It's just that every time the phones kept on hanging up on me whenever they put me on hold.
Get the hint. They're hanging up on
whatever.
you. They're hanging up on you because you have nothing for the show.
I don't know about that. I think this kid's
actually,
bringing
I
something.
do have something for the show. I called before because I have a story right out of traffic about a rich white chick being banged in front of me by black guys.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay, basically, I had a friend. She was a heroin addict. She would go up there and, and sleep with the black guys. And these were fucking monsters, guys. Like the guys that couldn't even, look straight or talk straight. And she would let herself get fucked by them. Oh, fuck. Oh, great silent game. Whoop-de-doo. Hello? Hello?
Anyway, Anthony,
yeah.
Hopefully he'll stop calling. That's Mosh from Rutgers. Oof. Should we go to break with a little bit of Murray Head?
Murray Head.
Oh,
good stuff.
Murray Head. Isn't that what Lou Grant gets?
Murray Head. Remember this one, kids?
Ooh. Get my zipper parachute pants out. Where's my cocaine?
The chess world in a show with everything but Yul Brynner. Time flies, doesn't seem a minute since the Tyrolean Spa had the chess bars in it. All changed, don't you know that when you play at this level, there's no ordinary venue. It's Iceland, or the Philippines, or Hastings, or this place.
Turn it off.
One night in Bangkok, the world's your first. Turn it off!
Hey, we haven't heard that clip in a while.
I laugh every time that's played.
I know. In the replay, that's another thing that just makes me giggle. Merry ahead, one night in Bangkok, yes. Why don't we go to break? We said we go to break with the performance from U2 at the Grammys.
All right.
We started this break talking about the Grammys, believe it or not.
We did.
And U2 did a great job the other night with this little song from their latest CD, How to Dismantle
If rock and roll has its fathers, then here are the sons, the one, the only, U2.
This is for my father, Bob. He was a postal clerk and an opera. He would sing opera in the night. The beautiful tenor voice. I'd like to think when he passed away that he gave that to me. I wish I got to know him better. Think you got the stuff? You're telling me and anyone you're hard enough. You don't have to put up a fight. You don't have to always be right. Let me take some of the punches for you tonight. Listen to me now. I need to let you know you don't have to go it alone. And it's you. And it's you. All the time, you and I, that's alright. We're the same soul. I don't need to hear you say that if we weren't so alike, you'd like me a whole lot more. Listen to me now. I need to let you know you don't have to go it alone. And it's you. And it's you and I'll pick want you back. We'd only cry again. Say goodbye.
Yo, check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav, and you are listening to Opie and Anthony right here, boy.
Wow. Some guys not happy with the musical selection, Opie.
Which one, Mary Head or U2?
U2. Great U2 song, goes perfect with a Javalog and a room full of firemen.
Amen,
From
sir.
Fast Freddy.
Good point, Freddy.
Hey, guys, if you need some filler to go take a shit or something, could you please make sure it doesn't suck?
Yeah, but then there's people out there that like it. You can't.
Oh, I
We
know.
can't please everyone.
You can't be serious. Can we hear the Turn It Off clip again?
You know how many truckers want to hear country music going into break? Some Johnny Cash or something?
I wouldn't mind that.
Well, Johnny Cash, but I'm maybe Charlie Pride or something.
I love Charlie Pride.
You do? I was trying to come up with one you'd hate.
Oh, wait. Is he the one that sang, yeah, he's the one that sang,
Couldn't tell you.
and what we did behind closed doors? Did you happen to see?
Just when we get behind closed doors.
Is that Charlie Pride or another Charlie? No, Charlie Rich.
Charlie Rich did that?
I think so.
There's a lot of truckers laughing at you guys right
She
now.
makes me glad that I'm a man.
No one knows what goes on behind closed doors. I beat my wife is what goes on.
Are you about a size 14?
You know what station is...
Buddy
When
Rich?
I get you down in the well.
You know what station's not bad on XM? What? And when I'm driving my mom around, we listen is that Channel 10 America.
Oh, America.
Kind of like old school country.
Really?
You get some tunes on there that you remember.
Little Loretta Lynn.
It's not bad.
Dude, I love the Decades channel, except the 40s. I can't relate to
I
anything.
hate the decade channels on XM.
Do you? I love
hate
them. 50s, 60s,
I love a lot
70s.
of the music channels, but I hate them
They
because
go a little too deep.
No, that and there's just too much. They're just all over the place because it is the whole decade. So they'll play let's say the 80s channel will play. I don't know, let's say some cool U2 from the 80s, but then it's like Whitney Houston. It's like, what?
I like that, though. I like that eclectic taste.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Ben's in the studio.
I love the 80s channel.
I just want to hear songs I know.
I know, but I like it. I heard Bat Dance by Prince, which I haven't heard in years, from the Batman movie.
Jesus.
No, I heard that. And
How
I like
awful is that?
Because when was the last time you heard that song?
I like Fred, which does
for
like 80s new wave, but when you do when you do the decade, like the 70s is the best decade in music history, in my opinion.
Not.
As for rock and roll, without a doubt.
60s.
No way. 70s beat the
64
60s.
to 69 is better than
Think
the
of
70s.
all the bands that came out in the 70s and had their heyday.
Yeah, Leonard Skinnard.
So, what's wrong with Leonard Skinner?
Am I Losing is a fine song.
The 60s is weird, though. You turn on the 60s and you get like, cherish is the word I use to describe. You know, who wants to hear that crap?
Happy together!
I like that one. I'm with you. I'm like Jim. I like being all over the place. I love it.
But, you know, I want to hear stuff I know. There's a lot of songs they play. You can go 10 songs in a row. It's like, what?
Yeah,
I've never heard this before.
You want to hear something that's
I want
more
a few
hit
more of the hits. I understand they want to be a little more hip,
Sure.
maybe, and not play all the typical stuff, be a little eclectic. I understand that, you know?
When I first got XM, which is over 2 years ago, man, the music channels were just horrendous.
Yeah.
They wanted to be too hip for the room and all that because, you know, they were going for that audience that really had a deep appreciation for music.
Yeah.
I think they got in a good place to, you know, now we're, you know, current day, the selections are much, much better.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little variety, a little obscurity, but you also get to hear some of the hits and some of the songs that are cool enough for regular radio, but regular radio, ignored. So
A lot of the top tracks plays a lot of stuff that's recognizable, like classic rock and stuff.
Yeah, Top Tracks is good. We put that on in the office after the show sometimes. That's great.
That's pretty good.
And deep tracks.
But the 90s is weird to listen to because they really mix it up. Yeah, there's a lot of dance music.
Yeah.
You know, I expect to hear maybe some Pearl Jam, Soundgarden,
you got to go
stuff like
to
that.
Lucy.
Yeah,
bro.
we go to Lucy for that.
Ben and I know. You tell us what song you want to hear. We'll tell you what channel.
No, I listen to the Lucy at home.
Lucy's great.
Lucy gets a little.
I actually like the Boneyard better than any of them. They play the best. For me, they play like good heavy metal.
The Boneyard.
Yeah. But I mean, I like the music.
Your buddy's on that.
Cool guy. Yeah, I don't care. The music is good. I mean, you know, whatever. I don't care if Hitler has a show on there.
Eddie Trunk's on
if
the
Hitler
Boneyard.
played Thrill of It All, I'd love him too.
Eddie Trunk's on the Boneyard on the weekends, right?
Oh, is that what he's on? I don't even know.
Since Saturday?
Yeah, he does a good job.
Does he broadcast out of here?
Does a great job.
He's over in the other studio there.
Oh, we don't allow Eddie Trunk to use our studio?
No.
he goes over the other.
Oh, wow. That must really upset him.
He could use ours.
Yeah, of course he could use
He
ours.
should be able to use our studio.
Him and my new buddy Piazza.
As long as, Mike Piazza isn't in here turning dials and stuff. Screwing up our phones.
Let's go to Jeremy Spoken. Jeremy.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good.
You guys are the only thing that are keeping me with XM. I'm a big talk radio fan.
Okay.
And I'm on the road about 600 miles a day.
Okay. Wow.
And XM keeps doing this little crappy thing with G. Gordon Liddy and all that stupid Hippocratic bitch, Dr. Laura, cutting into the talk radio.
Yeah, we're not Dr. Laura fans.
And,
What do you mean we?
You're not Dr. Laura fan?
I don't know enough about her to have an opinion.
She ends every show with "Go on and take on the day."
Oh,
How can you like it?
Well, don't talk for me.
I said we as in men.
Oh.
All right, everyone except Opie. None of us like Dr. Laura.
I really don't know much about her.
Oh, she finds you repulsive, believe me. She hates this program, I guarantee you.
That's fine. All right, Jeremy, thank you.
But thanks, guys. I love the show.
All right, cool. Let's go to Tennessee.
We also don't like Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
Easy. Just got the Pearl Jam's greatest hits.
What was it, 45?
They have, it's a double CD. They have so many damn hits. Oh, yeah, thank you for showing me the pictures of Dr. Laura naked.
Oh, let me see that.
Awful. Let's go to Jerry in
Oh,
Tennessee.
look at that big bush.
I like big bush and I cannot lie.
Scroll down a little bit.
Let me see the beaver.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see the beaver.
Little Dr. Laura there, huh?
You know, I mean, she wasn't that bad
Not
looking when
bad.
she was younger, but the problem, the big bush takes away from it, though, man. No matter
Great.
how hot
there
you are.
go.
Big lips.
Jump on that.
All right, what's up, Jerry?
Hey, fellas.
Hey.
Hey, Fudgy Nipples.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I got to tell you guys, you play country music going into break, I'm going to throw my fucking XM radio out the window and back up over to about 90 miles an hour.
Point taken.
All right.
Do it up for break,
Just
son.
play some Tool.
A lot of people
All right.
don't like
Tool.
country.
Nothing wrong with Tool. All right, let's move on and continue with the show. Bob Kelly checking in. Bobby?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob. Bob, when are we going to do the... it's become a joke on the show. People are actually getting really mad. When are we going to do the midget audio?
We should just keep telling them we're going to do it and never do it.
I don't even think it's in the studio anymore.
I think she's actually she's
rotated
real full
out.
size now.
Huh?
She's not a midget anymore. She's actually full size
She's
now.
grown.
She's a real person.
She can
real
touch her
human.
cheeks.
You know, now I think there's going to be a huge letdown when we finally play the HBO midget audio.
Of course there will be.
Yeah, it's going to be awful.
All right, you'll have to come in soon and we'll do it anyway.
All right, I will. I'll definitely do it. How you guys doing?
Are you
Anthony?
coming in a little after 10 just to film these guys for a second?
Yeah, I wanted to do that if that's okay, you guys. I got Anthony last week, that video I did for the troops.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Anthony. Thank you very much.
Certainly.
Well,
the least I could do.
I mean, I'd like to redo it just a little bit, not to bust your balls, but, you know.
I don't care.
You didn't look that enthused.
I didn't?
No, you were playing video.
I was playing poker. I thought it would be a good gag, you know, where I just kind of glance over and tell them thank you for giving your lives.
But I have money to win.
Hang on, I have 2 aces.
Yeah,
and
I got a good hand here.
On the turn.
No, of course. Come in and we'll do it.
I appreciate it, though. Thank you. And I already have Opie, but I'd love to get both of you guys at the same time.
Yeah, but this video, I mean, it's what is it? I know it's for a good cause, but what is it?
It's one night at the Cellar. I taped the whole show, the last show.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I got Colin, I got Jim, I got all the guys on the show, and I did interviews with, you know, everybody behind the scenes, all kinds of stuff, but it's all pro-troop stuff, you know, God bless you guys, hope you come home soon.
Hey, in between the comics, do you get footage of each comic kicking your little dog?
Oh, you mother... fucking...
What?
No, nobody kicks my little dogs.
I love his dogs.
But don't
I have
you think
nightmares about you kicking my dog. And
don't you think that would be a great segue in between the comics? Like the comic, Colin comes off stage and just gives your dog a little kick, not to hurt it, just to annoy it. I'm not into hurting your dog. I just want to annoy it a little bit.
Let's have a little squeak,
just a little bit.
It's a little dog. You can't control it. If you kick it in the belly, you're going to break a rib
or a liver.
Ugh.
All right, so then you need Anthony and I to do a little, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I would just like you guys to say something to the troops. Hey, guys, how you doing? It's Opie and Anthony. You know, God bless you. We love what you're doing. We hope you come home safe. You know, stuff like that. And that's it. Just a little promo for the troops. So
Do I
they
have
can,
to bring the Lord into it?
Like, holy shit, that's Opie and Anthony.
Do I have to say God bless you?
Make the DVD a little legit. You know.
I'll bring no religion into this, Opie.
Yeah,
but I got Seymour Butts on it, telling everybody that he can have anal sex with Mariposa.
Was that?
And he's gonna eat every enlisted woman's pussy.
Didn't they get Jenna Jameson for it too?
Yeah, Jenna Jameson. I didn't put her on the DVD though, because when he asked her, he was like, "Can you say something to the troops?" She was like, hi," like she was annoyed.
Nah.
So I didn't want to put that on there. It would have been disappointing.
Okay, good. Don't.
But I do.
How is this going to be distributed to the troops?
What'd you say?
How is it going to be distributed to the troops?
Well, I ran into a little snag yesterday. We actually got it all done, and I went down to the company.
Wait, if you got it all done, why do you need Anthony and I to do our part again?
Because I didn't have it. It's one more edit on Monday, and I want to slip you guys in on the end because I have Opie by himself, and Anthony by himself.
Well, that's how we live our lives outside the studio, so keep it like that.
Yeah, but I would want to put you guys both together because apparently you use your superhuman funny power when you guys are separated. You need to be together.
There you go.
And I would like you guys to be together. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'll keep what we have. That's okay, Opie.
Yeah, you might as well.
No, Opie dated because it was before the show came back on.
Right. I'll definitely keep. If you don't want to do it, Opie, I'll keep it like that. No, if you don't want to do something if you don't want to take 5 minutes.
If you don't want to do something for the troops, 5 minutes.
No, Opie, seriously, I'm not even busting your balls. If you don't want to do something for the troops and take 5 seconds out of your day, that's cool.
Do I get to kick your dog? Just
I'll let you kick Jim in the gut once.
Look like this. Look, just like this. Doink.
Did you say look?
Look.
Well, these guys are looking. These guys are looking. Just a little doink.
You can't kick my dog, Opie.
I mean, your dog won't even yelp. It'll just be like...
He's not going to allow you.
But you can't kick my dog.
How about just a little kick for Kelby? Can he kick Kelby a little bit?
How about I just flick his belly with my finger, just like...
All right, I will let you flick his belly.
Just like this.
I'll let you flick his belly with your finger, but you have to close your eyes when you do it. That way, if you touch his mule while you do it, then there you go. Oh, shit.
Did you see that jerk?
Oh, boy.
All right, so, no, of course we'll film something for you, Bob.
You're coming at 10. So what happened? You went down to the DVD place. What's it called?
This place, the place I got my CDs, it's Music on the Run, which is actually run by this lady, Adriana Rawati, from, they have a website, www.truetone.com.
What's the website?
www.truetone.com.
No dot after the www, huh?
And, there's a
Music on the Run. Where's it located?
It's right on 43rd between 43rd and 44th on 10th Ave.
Oh,
and
Midtown.
I actually sent them a lot of business. I went there. I've been going there and whatever, and they've been great. But yesterday when I dropped off this mock-up DVD called Full Metal Comedy, just to show them what it was about, my agent got a call back, and she said, this is what she said to me. I will not do anything with this. I don't support the troops. I don't support the war.
Wow.
And my agent was like, wait a minute, I understand you're not supporting the war, but this isn't about the war. This is about the troops. This is for the troops over there. She was like, I don't support the troops.
Wow.
And he was like, did you just say you don't support the troops? Our troops you have... She goes, I don't support them. I don't want to do anything for them.
What's her name again?
Her name, I believe it's Adriana Rawati. She's the owner of the company. She's owned this company in America for the past 30 years.
Adriana Rawati?
Rawati, R-O-W-A-T-T-I.
What kind of name is
From
that?
where?
The actual company is based out of Hackensack, New Jersey, called True Tones, Inc.
Doesn't that name
at
sound...
www.truetone.com. So he went down there to make sure. And when he walked in, she says, I do not, this is all she kept saying. She would say nothing else. I do not support the war, and I do not support our troops. And he was like, you got to be kidding me.
Well, did you guys want it for free, or you were willing to pay?
Well, the thing is I called back up, and she wouldn't even get on the phone with me. And the kid that was there, who,
Can't blame her for that.
Yeah.
Who the hell would?
I know. Look what
You're
happens.
absolutely right.
Look what happens.
But
you're stuck in a phone call that goes nowhere.
And I go, I'm sorry, go ahead. No. I called up and I go, look, if this is about money, I can raise as much money as I need to pay for this full price. I don't want a deal, nothing. I'll pay for it, just as a business transaction. Is that what this is about, money? And he goes, no. She doesn't want anything to do with this. She will not do it. She doesn't support the war.
Right, we got that part.
She doesn't support our troops. That's all they kept saying to me.
So this is Music on the Run.
Yeah,
I wish I had a phone number for them, but we couldn't give it out anyway. But let's just say it's on 10th Avenue between 43rd and 44th. Maybe you agree with her stance and you want to take your business there. So it's Music on the Run, refuses to do anything for the troops, and on TrueTone.com, Adrian Rawati. And maybe you agree with her and you want to give business to that company.
Oh, there you go.
Feel free.
Yeah,
you don't
maybe
support our troops at all. Music on the Run on 10th Avenue is where you can take your business.
Yeah, apparently our troops are, they're over just murdering and killing people or whatever. I don't know what her point of view is, how she can take that stance, but, I'm going to Iraq in 2 weeks. I'm going to Afghanistan and Iraq with Colin. And I wanted to bring these, DVDs with us to give to them.
Was Colin going for nail care tips?
I'm actually going, and Steve Burns, comic Steve Burns.
I hope they don't look at you and think you're one of the insurgents.
Well, I'm going to grow a beard, so in case they do pull us over, but, I have nothing to worry about. The only one that has something to worry about is Steve, little Asian comic Steve, and Colin has nothing to worry about because if they were going to cut his head off, they'd probably give up halfway through. And wind up cutting off one of his skinny legs.
Mohammed, bring chainsaw. All right, well, come in at 10 o'clock, Bob.
All right, I will, man. I appreciate you guys doing this, man. Opie, really, honest to God, and Anthony, thank you so much, because seeing you guys on this will actually be like, wow,
Bob,
that's great.
You realize this call could have taken 30 seconds, right?
Yeah, but I just woke up, and I really don't get on the air that much, and I just wanted to, maybe talk a little longer.
So when are you available to come in so we can do the HBO thing?
There you go.
Hey, Anthony.
He's still answering that question.
I know he is. We got audio of them talking about Colin. You want to explain really fast?
Oh,
It's quick.
Colin was on the Celebrity Poker. That's on Bravo. And he actually won. He played some of the worst poker I've ever seen in my life. And even the announcers were goofing on him. Because he was playing, like, you get dealt a hand of a couple of cards, and they were awful. Anyone in their right mind would have folded. Colin's playing everything. Betting, calling bets on just the worst hands ever. And he wound up winning, but everyone was making fun of him.
Yeah, here's the commentators. Phil Gordon talking about Colin Quinn. One commentator, actually.
Colin shows a jack of diamonds.
And Trip Jackson's going to take Colin Quinn a nice spot here. Folks, playing Jack 5 offsuit, not a good idea. Colin's getting very lucky here.
Yeah, he had Jack 5 offsuit, not even suited. And he plays it, and the flop comes out, 2 more jacks. It's 3 jacks. The guy was the luckiest I've ever seen anybody playing cards.
More from Phil Gordon.
And Colin with an 8-10.
So it's 18 to me? Looks like he's calling this out of position. This is just horrible.
Colin calls.
No, Phil, he has an 8-10 offsuit.
Yeah, okay.
You must have missed that.
You must have missed that. You got an 8-10 offsuit. You don't even consider those hands. You throw them away.
No, what? Yeah, I'll see it.
Horrible hands.
One more from Phil Gordon.
Colin is what is known in the professional poker world as a calling station. If you can find a guy like this to play poker with you at a high level, you will murder him long term. They may catch a couple lucky flops early, but you can't win playing as passively as he does.
But he won.
He just kept winning.
Won. He kept winning, and he was the last one at the table, and he won. So he goes on to their Tournament of Champions, I guess. He's going to be playing in that collection of all of them who've won.
And I know how that turns out.
You do?
Yep.
Oh, you talked to him?
I spoke to Carl.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
You're not going to tell us, obviously.
I'm not allowed to do that.
All right.
Not allowed to divulge.
Well, let's not forget, next week, Anthony's going to be at the World Poker Tour in L.A. We're all going. We're going to do the show from L.A. next Wednesday and Thursday, I believe.
I'm in the Invitational.
And Anthony's going to be playing some poker, and we're going to be broadcasting the whole thing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You know I do.
Oh, my God. We got Adam from Maroon 5 on the line. Got to say hi to Adam. Adam, what's going on, buddy?
What's up?
Sorry to make you wait so long.
It's all good.
A big Grammy winner, and we're keeping you on hold for some hack comic.
Hey.
How stupid are we? It's like hack comic or guy who just won Grammy. And we make you...
Both totally interesting for different reasons.
There you go. You didn't find his phone call interesting. You're just being nice. It was a bore fest. So what's going on, Adam?
No, I'm just waking up somewhere in Florida.
Oh, at least you're in our time zone. Sometimes we talk to people from L.A. and it's, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, they're calling us with, morning wood from their beds.
But Rock Guy, he's probably used to sleeping late. You don't get up this early.
No, this is unheard of.
Yeah. Sorry. What's up? First Grammy, right?
First Grammy. We're 1 for 1, man.
What the hell's that like?
Trippy.
You ever think?
No. Yeah, I think in the beginning you dream about that, all that. Oh, by the way, I can curse. That's so cool, right?
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. It helps you out. That's just kind of what you originally start out thinking about, and then all of a sudden it happens, and it feels like you're dreaming. It's unbelievable, man. And Kanye was supposed to win, and we did, and it was a shock, dude. I was totally taken aback by everything.
Yeah.
Dude, my friend is the biggest fan of you guys, and we were talking, and he said these guys are going to be the next best thing. They're the biggest band since,
That's crazy. Since what? I didn't hear you say.
No, he just said he's just a freak for you guys, man. He absolutely loves you.
You heard right. You heard right.
No.
You definitely heard right. So were you freaking out when you when you were accepting the award, or what?
Well, yeah, man. And also they do that. They pump your head full of the shit. You're supposed to remember everyone's name, and there's 8 million people they want you to thank, and everyone wants their kudos and all this shit. So you get up there, and your mind is fucked because you can't piss anybody off, and they all deserve the respect too. So it's like I forgot to thank my family. It was horrible.
Yeah, so there's no fun in it. You're just making sure you don't piss anyone off up there, right?
No, and the people that I forgot tons of people. They were all understanding. I was pretty rocked up there.
So you have actually a speech prepared before you actually go? When you know you're nominated for something like that, do you actually have a speech prepared?
No, I didn't have a speech prepared. I think it was a combination of not wanting to sound like too much of an asshole because, having something prepared kind of sometimes, unless you're Bono and you can pull it off, sounds a little bit, if it sounds really contrived and rehearsed,
a
little bit arrogant,
Yeah, and you didn't want to get up there and maybe make a mistake and blow out a curse.
Sometimes it's a little more charming to be caught off guard. And I was perfectly willing to do that if we had won.
So what happens right after you leave the stage?
You freak out, It's funny. We went off stage and the first thing they do is they take the Grammy away from you because it's not really your Grammy. It's just the show Grammy.
It's the prop.
And so you're like, shit, I want to keep that. And they take that away from you, and then they shuffle you back, and they throw you around a million different places, and all of a sudden the press is up in your face, and you're like, oh my god. And we all went to the bathroom afterwards, and we were just like freaking out, pounding the walls and jumping up and down. Couldn't believe it.
In the bathroom?
Yeah, that was like the one place of solace.
Do they actually mail you your Grammys? Is that how you get them?
Yeah, I think so. I'm expecting it soon, hopefully.
Oh, you haven't got it
UPS or FedEx?
No.
Nice.
Are you going to get even better pussy because now you're a Grammy winner?
Yeah, now I can get laid every day.
How is that out on the road? You got a girl or something, or?
I'm currently single.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I don't think I really have. I think I have the responsibility to every person in the world out there, every male in the world, to be single right now.
Really?
It's my obligation.
Are you just
Jesus tearing it up? I bet.
Are you just banging in every city?
Well, and also, too, it's like, no. I mean, like, you can't, I don't know, man. Sleeping around, having sex all the time gets a little bit shady, especially in this day and age, and it's not what it used to be. I wish it was the 70s, and nobody knew all the crappy diseases they were getting.
Right.
You know, I still have plenty of fun, you know, and whatever, but it's
You get a lot of girls at your shows, though, right?
Oh, there's tons of girls. A lot of them are too young, though.
Really?
Well, that's what you have to say.
Yeah, that's what you have to say in a national radio show.
There's the official line.
Too young for me.
Hey, Adam, we're with you. You know, wink, wink. You know,
wink,
it's a national radio show.
We're
we
actually
understand.
pretty well behaved. You'd be surprised.
Too young. The ones in the strollers are too young. That's about it.
Just all depends on what country you're working in. I mean, in the U.S. it's 18, in Thailand, hey, enjoy.
But the moms that bring the young daughters to the shows now, they're sluts.
They are total whores.
they're looking for some action.
Oh, you know.
So your tour dates are starting. We're the Honda Civic tour you guys are doing, and a buddy of mine is definitely going. And he said that, man, tickets are probably going to be pretty scarce.
I hope so, man. I hope tickets are scarce. That's what you want.
Where do you guys start touring?
We're kicking it off in L.A., which is amazing. It's going to be very, very nice. Hometown.
Who are you touring with?
We're touring with great bands, too. A band called The Thrills from Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really cool. And a band called The Donnas, which are great.
Mm-hmm. The female
bunch of
band.
hot girls.
Yeah, the drummer's really hot.
Yeah, they're really cool people too.
My buddy Jay wants to bang the drummer really bad.
Oh. Well, you know, I don't know, man. She seems like a tough chick. I don't know if she's going to give it up.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Mike in New York, a big fan. Mike. Oh, hold on. I got to do this first.
Yeah, I just wanted to praise him for, I heard the song She Will Be Loved on the In Demand channel. I was just thinking, how cool is that, you know?
That song's huge.
To be able to hear your own song on that, I mean, that just shows you how well this band is doing. You guys are awesome.
Thanks a lot, man.
And can I shamelessly plug my own band?
Go for it.
It's burningcold.com. We're playing the Chance Theater in Poughkeepsie on March 19th with a band called Theater of Pain.
We played the Chance Theater, man.
Who hasn't
played
the Chance?
It's a great place, man.
Anthony,
awesome.
I played there.
Anthony even played the Chance.
I remember that place.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it ain't the Chance anymore for you guys. Jesus Christ. How long you guys been together?
We've been together for 11 years.
See? It's one of those overnight successes.
Exactly.
And you still get along well, or is there one guy that you're just like, oh, this son of a bitch every time?
No, man. We're a pretty harmonious bunch.
Yeah?
Yeah, we get along pretty well.
Don't get into the studio and yell at each other for things?
Well, we yell at each other, but who doesn't?
Now, you guys changed the name of the band. My buddy's been a fan since, I think, Cowers Flowers, you guys are called, right?
Yeah.
And when you guys changed the name of the band, he's like, I mean, I don't know how it's going to work out. And I'm like, well, you just got to see.
Yeah, I mean, names are stupid. Our name is horrible. We hate our name.
Yeah, where did you get that one?
Can't tell you.
Really?
Secret.
Maroon 5.
It's a secret?
Come on.
Yeah. Listen, we had to...
Does it have something to do with ass sex?
What'd you say?
I said, does it have something to do with ass sex? Why would it ever be a secret?
Anything to do with ass sex.
No.
All right, go
That
ahead.
I can tell you.
Now, why is it a secret, though?
I don't know, man. Why not?
That's a good answer. It's just one of those... adds to the mystique.
Now, have you guys
I know why, though, because they thought it was really cool how they got the name and then realized, ugh.
Yeah.
I wish we didn't smoke all that marijuana when we decided on this.
Hey, dude, are you guys going to go back and, grab any... I know The Fourth World was an album. Are you guys going to go back and, grab that and then re-release it under this name?
Well, we were with a different record label back then. Warner Brothers has already done that. Not with this name. It's illegal, but they did it with the other name, and thank God we changed names for that reason, because that is not an artistic statement I stand behind.
Well, it's almost like when Stephen King was writing the Richard Bachman books. You know what I mean? People really didn't buy him, but then when he said that, was just kind of me ghostwriting under this name, people went crazy and bought them. My friend told me they bought, thousands.
Yeah, well, the name becomes pretty important to sell the product, I guess.
Right.
Like Chris Gaines didn't sell too many records.
No.
But Garth Brooks did.
That's the same
Remember
guy?
Chris Gaines?
Oh, yeah.
That was the same guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
dude.
I never knew that.
With a wig or something, right?
I'm a big Chris Gaines fan.
Yeah, but that was like some bullshit. That was like he was already so huge, and he decided to just release a dark pop record with this, like, he put a wig on and, like, tried to do it, and it just didn't fly.
What an ass.
And no one was buying it, by the way.
Yeah.
No.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. Congratulations on the Grammy for Best New Artist, man.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, you guys.
Cool. Continued success to you and the guys in Maroon 5.
Thank you.
Are you on?
What was that?
There's Adam from Maroon 5.
You nailed him so bad. Are you
This is their latest song. We'll go to break with a little taste of Maroon 5. She Will Be Loved, right?
Uh-oh. You want to play it?
Why not?
You want to play it?
Why not?
Go ahead, play
it.
We got other guests here. Why don't we go to break?
The chicks might like
We
it.
got the gang from Chappelle Show coming in studio next. We'll just do a little taste of this, go to break, and we'll continue. Maroon 5.
Beauty queen of only 18, she had some trouble with herself. He was always there to help her. She always belonged to someone else. I drove for miles and wound up at your door. I've had you so many times, but somehow I want more. I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while. If she will be loved, if she
The virus is inside us. OAvirus.com. Assault the media. It's time to drop bombs. We're just pests. You can't exterminate with Black Flag. Your web page just got hijacked by Whack Bag. The gag order's gone. Time to go to war. Steve sees napalm burning down your door. It's hardcore. Apart from whores who dump on Norton's belly, the only other girl in his life is Bob Kelly, not you. When he was a kid, he sucked cock too. These two obnoxious shock jocks might shock you. Ass coward, he don't want to get involved. Slip in your PJs and light a Java log. Spread the virus. Spread the virus. Spread the virus.
It's everything 24/7 XM 202. The O&A virus. It's everything all the time.
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Our buddy Vanilla Thunder in Philly says that Maroon 5 song is the theme song to your girlfriend telling you to take out the trash, then come back in the house and give her a fucking foot rub. And Matt C. from Philly, Maroon 5 is this band. They play this song where I work every night at least 3 times. I hate this fucking song and whatever shit dick partook in writing it. Wow.
But the truckers love that one.
Stop with the faggot music. What's next? Ricky Martin? Great choice, bastards. This song eats man ass. Maroon 5, music to be pussy whipped to. Turn this fucking song off. The longer this song plays, the more limp my wrist becomes.
So basically very mixed reviews.
It was just a taste. You got the dude on from Maroon 5. They just won Best New Artist at the Grammys. You gotta give a little taste of why they won. That's all.
Little taste, huh?
Little taste. I was in the bathroom. Norton was taking his leak. I was in a stall, and I was jumping up and down in jubilation.
Why?
I crapped.
Old construction site colon. You finally dumped.
I crapped.
Oh, you did?
Oh, man. Floodgates have opened again.
The Kiss of Death, other Best New Artists winners. Lauryn Hill.
Christopher Cross, I betcha.
Christopher Cross is in there.
Sailing, Take Me Away.
1998, Paula Cole. Remember her?
Cowboys. Where have all the cowboys gone?
1996, Hootie and the Blowfish, but they put out a hit or two.
Yeah, they do well with corporate gigs now.
94, Tony Braxton.
Tony Braxton.
93, Arrested Development. Oof. 92, Mark Cohn.
Mark Cohen was walking in Memphis, I think.
Really? And, of course, another Best New Artist winner, Milli Vanilli.
Wow.
Blame it on the rain.
Maroon 5 needs to go fishing with Scott Peterson. First, that Gay Murray Head song, and now Maroon 5. Shit.
Yeah, but that Murray Head song is like a guilty pleasure for someone out there. One night in Bangkok with that weird rap thing in the middle of the song.
Bangkok.
All right, why don't we...
Little Taste. That song left a bad taste in my mouth. Wow.
Yeah, it was Walking in Memphis. Hold on, this thing.
It's only hit.
Yeah, this is Mark.
Yeah, it's a little taste. The same little taste of what altar boys get.
Here, it started over there, sorry. This is Mark Cohen. Go ahead. Remember this thing? You remember, right?
Of course.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain.
This sucks.
WC Handy.
This sucks.
Won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
All right, sorry. I didn't want to piss you off, man.
That's actually the song Matthew Shepard was humming as they cracked his head with a cowboy boot.
Are you insane?
Oh, my God.
What?
I'm out of that
boot
one.
right through his head.
Why are you out of that one?
I'm out.
Why?
That's harsh.
Oh, Opie's going to keep his job.
That's right.
You get fired.
That's right.
Like Miss Jones.
That's right. I don't approve of that one.
Some people thought it was funny, not me, even though I'm the fat whore that played it on my show.
All right. What is a liger, by the way? Did you see this picture in the paper?
That's
Regis just showed it on
liger
on Regis and the blonde.
It's huge.
Kelly what?
Ripa.
Oh yeah, Kelly Ripa.
Kelly. It's a lion and tiger mix.
Yeah, 900 pounds.
Jeez.
It's 900 pounds and it's still growing. Did you see the picture in the paper today?
They're huge.
What is it though?
It's just a mixture of a lion and a tiger, and they happen to get giant.
Is this something that you've been doing for a while?
Rip out gay men's throats in Las Vegas.
That wasn't a liger, was it? Look how tall this thing is.
Yeah, that thing is huge. I actually saw one of those at a Renaissance festival, Opie.
Oh, God. I bet you were only at the Renaissance Festival for 5 minutes, right?
5 minutes.
Just in time to take in all the faggoty activities.
Liger, cha. Duh.
Was it a big liger?
Yeah. It was huge. And we all sat down on wooden benches and watched the guy do a little show with it in the middle of nowhere, waiting for it to rip his head off, where no help could come for hours, I'm sure.
Did the liger work for its meal?
Certainly did. Standing up.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. Good fun.
Wasn't just laying around?
No.
Like ligers like to do?
No. Liger.
Well, I hear these ligers are...
Damn liger.
Are awfully big, so they're a bit lazy.
You could keep this line of comments going. I'd rather just hang out.
All right. Let's get the boys in here. We got the gang from the Chappelle Show. We got Charlie Murphy.
Bring him in. Charlie Murphy.
Billy Burr. And
Darnell Rollins.
Darnell, right? Darnell.
No, D-O-N-N.
Gentlemen, how you doing,
There's
man?
Charlie Murphy, there's Billy.
We're slapping
I want
him.
to sit by Jim, man.
You want to sit
Sit next to little Jimmy Norton?
Yeah.
like a little kid.
Freak.
I don't want to sit next
Good,
to
you could partake in when he farts.
You're
our first line, our first warning.
Yeah, you're at the ground zero.
When he goes, oh, damn, I know to move.
We got to start with Billy Burr really
think
fast.
we keep Lysol in here for any other reason? It's Jimmy's ass.
We got to start with Billy Burr really fast because last time I saw Billy, him and I were miserable backstage at the Metallica concert while idiot was getting his stupid photo taken.
Yes.
But it took how long, Billy? 2 hours?
Yeah. Anyway, and he never lost that look of longing and hopefulness that he was going to meet those people.
Desperate nothing, standing there waiting for them to come back so they could.
He's still backstage after Metallica. Just let you guys know, waiting for autographs. like some 15-year-old girl.
I know, and then my 15-year-old girlfriend Billy jumped in and like, take one with me, and I'm like,
well, that was at the end.
I had to. I stood there for 9 hours.
Yeah, stupid Ben is cock blocking me so we can go do coke with some fat stripper on 44th Street. He's like, come on, dude, let's get out of here. I'm like, dude, this is Lars Ulrich. I got to get a photo.
But for once, I was with Ben. I can understand maybe 20 minutes after a concert, we're stuck in a little room, and then we're in the hallway. Billy and I are looking at each other, kicking the wall, like, this is insane.
Yeah.
And you got a little juice, so, like, there was this curtain where the band really was, like, and all you had to do was walk down the hall and get past the curtain.
3 feet away.
And everybody else that was anybody, they were just going through this curtain, getting their photos done, and getting out of there. But you didn't want to do that because it didn't feel right.
I didn't want to get thrown out. You can't just do that.
Is Jim Brewer bigger than you?
Dude, Jim
Brewer was walking back and forth, playing with their kids.
He went
telling
pumpkin picking
jokes
with James Hetfield the next day.
Playing
yes,
Lars's
he is that much
drums.
bigger. They know each other. They don't know me. I'm just a weirdo.
And pumpkin picking with James Hetfield?
Yeah, Brewer did. Hetfield stayed at this house. They went pumpkin picking.
But Billy and I... Could you guys switch this conversation to hip-hop? Hip-hop so me and Donnell could be involved.
Charlie's got no clue what we're talking about.
I'm like, okay, I heard of Metallica, but once y'all moved past that word, I was on, in space.
You just did BLS, man. We got to balance this out.
You did BLS?
And you wasn't talking in BLS. You was very quiet.
But I jumped in. I didn't say switch the subject.
We're not stupid.
From Al Sharpton to George Bush. I didn't say that.
We're not stupid. That's why we went right for the white guy. We feel a little more comfortable talking to the white guy.
People.
Right, sure.
What did you talk about on BLS? What did you talk about on BLS?
What did you talk about our show that we got coming up this weekend?
Yeah, you guys are at Caroline's, right?
Talking about Caroline's.
I just totally guessed. Thank God I hit the right comedy club.
Yeah,
Caroline's is good to us.
What are you doing for Black History Month?
What have we done for Black History Month?
That's good. I'm being a little more. I'm leaving one lock on my door open.
Okay,
it's like
an improvement.
It's like a little thing of trust. Yeah. It's a little thing of trust.
Right.
Now I figure
I'm actually
click it off. I feel good about myself until
now that I think about it, when I'm driving through Harlem, I actually stop at the traffic lights.
At the red.
Okay, that's another improvement. That's good. That's good.
We're trying.
Very good.
Usually, man, red lights. What?
All we can hope for is an improvement, right?
Yeah. That's it.
Jimmy, what are you doing for Black History Month? Anything?
I made you guys not bring Billy in alone today.
Very good.
So, who's on the show? It's Charlie, Donnell, and Billy. Anybody else, or just you two guys?
It's just three of us, man. It's just three of us. We've been going all over the country, and Caroline's was actually in the beginning of the tour, so it's the first venue that we've doubled up on since we've been on this tour.
Now, is Chappelle Show starting this year? Because I know that there was some production delays. What's going on with Chappelle Show?
Dave, he got the flu, so on the walk in the morning, so it took.
It's not a Michael Jackson excuse for something, is it?
No,
or
he
actually
got sick of counting money.
He got sick of counting money.
Coming down with something.
I think I'm coming down with something.
$50 million.
A lot of germs on those bills, right?
Yeah.
But I told people always ask that question, man, and I can't speak for everybody, but we're excited about working again. But it's like, so what's going on? What's going on with Dave? What is he doing? But everybody knows he got a check for like $50 million. And because we don't really trust the white man too much, he's counting all his monies with singles.
Making sure it's all there, right?
Every time he gets to like $40 million, somebody from Comedy Central comes in, he's got to start his count on it.
As soon as it's all counted, he'll be back.
I read in the paper that they were saying something like he's worrying that he wants to have this season equal last season as far as being funny, because last season just took off and it was fantastic. And he's having some kind of writer's block. Or all
he's
kinds
having
of crap.
nervous breakdown.
Right.
That's all BS, man.
Yeah.
I was with Dave the other night. Dave's fine. He's the same person he was last season. And we don't really have to reinvent the wheel. All we have to do is keep doing what we've been doing.
Got to feel a little pressure, though, because,
of course, I'm sure that anybody that's given a check, of that amount is going to feel pressure because, you could be murdered over 100,000. We gave you how much money? And we lost our money. You know what I'm saying? I can have anybody kind of worried, but, hey, I'm sure that, we're going to do what we did last year.
Yeah, not just the cash. You want to put on a good show and stuff, and you want it to be as funny as last season.
I don't see how we cannot put on a good show. We got the same people coming back.
But if we can all get writer's block, it could be a problem. I get writer's cock.
There you go.
That's when you tell a girl, hey, I want you to come over. You know, Jim. Let's get together. Let's write and be creative.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, your dick comes out.
Yeah, she's a comic for 6 months. You're like, yeah, it's a funny bit. Yeah, I'll bring you on the road, you fat-titted dump.
Yeah. Comics are just the worst, man. You guys are just the worst.
Oh, when you ask a girl how long you doing comedy, if she says less than a year, I get clear stuff coming out.
I even tell him what
Wait, get in there, bro. Get in there. Yeah.
I even tell him what to... All right, the white guy's going to talk again. You hear that, Charlie?
He's talking to you.
Get in there, Bill. Come on.
No, he was talking to you.
I said
to you.
No, I
He
said
was talking to you, so you can hear you.
I said bro, actually. I said get in there, bro.
Yeah.
We don't use that
Come
anymore.
on, man. It's your month. It's your month.
Oh, you want to hear some old school black... I still say cheddar. Yeah.
Oh, we don't say bro. Okay, nigga, listen. Go
Opie's the worst, man, with his lingo. You think you're watching a Shaft movie. He's got these old 70s...
I want to know how many fucking producers y'all have on this show, man.
Feels like none most times.
I know the strategy.
Like one.
I figured out the strategy.
Yeah?
Because producers are getting fired like left and right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you have like 9 producers. So when you got to fire somebody, we still have like 8 producers.
That's
left.
true. They're in line just in case they write a stupid tsunami song and get thrown off the air.
Well, the producer that got fired from the
I know,
Tsunami
Rick-
song used to
Rick-
work for us.
I know. Rick,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he used to be ours.
And can I tell you, when that Tsunami song, when Todd and Rick got fired, one ceiling got dented by someone's hands pumping their fists in the air, and it was Donnell. I'm like, when I see Donnell, I have to hug him.
Yo,
Nobody was happier than
them
Donnell.
motherfuckers so nervous. Any word that rhymes with tsunami, they get nervous. They hear salami. They're like, salami where the fuck is the salami right now?
We want to apologize to the Italians with the salami.
No shit.
They just keep apologizing every day, man. Holy gee, I can't believe they bounced Todd.
Tsunami
And
ruined some lives, and that's tragic, but it ruined some careers, too.
Do you feel like you dodged a bullet by being out of there before that happened? I mean, because obviously Donnell was on air with them before.
You would have sang that song if you were there.
No, I wouldn't have sang that song.
It was hacky.
No, I would
it
have
wasn't
tried to
that
bang
good.
a couple of Asian chicks they called the hotline, but...
Is Miss Info as big a twat as she sounds like on the air?
No, she's good.
She nice?
Nah, Miss Info's good people, man.
Is she nice? Yeah, I worked... When I first started there, it was kind of tight. You know, I think with radio, anytime you've been doing something for a while and you introduce somebody else, it's like you got to earn your stripes or anything like that. But after we went through that, it was cool. It was cool working with her.
Okay. Yeah. She sounds like the type that like just get mad at anything edgy, like like anything that's remotely unpleasant.
Shit, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Miss Jones was cool.
Huh?
Miss
Can I tell Miss Jones to suck my penis on?
Oh yeah.
No.
You don't have to say penis.
Suck my dick! Damn, I've been wanting to get somewhere where I can say that shit, man.
That was Ashley Larry, Miss Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Charlie Murphy's still cool, Miss Jones.
Charlie likes Miss Jones, yeah?
I'm cool. Yeah, me and Miss Jones is cool, man.
Yeah. I think she kind of, backpedaled and sold them guys out. She should have stuck up for him a little more.
Yep.
I think she'd have been bounced on her ass if she did. I think she was there just saving her job. But, sometimes you got to take the bullet.
Take the bullet and start.
She comes off like, she got in there. Her she got a couple of people bounced, and she really didn't seem that upset about it. Company line just took it.
And the words of Miss Jones, oh well. That's one of her phrases.
Oh, really?
You never heard too much for this show.
Yeah. No, I really don't listen much.
Cash rules. Cash rules, man. Cash rules.
Yeah.
That's why she did what she did. Cash rules. It's business, nothing personal.
Hey, were you invited to the funeral there, Rick James? Rick James.
Yeah, I was a pallbearer at his funeral.
You were?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was strenuous.
we had
coughing was pretty heavy.
I thought you meant mentally strenuous. That bastard did gain a little bit of weight, didn't he?
We had him on. We had one of the best interviews ever, man. He was unbelievable on our show.
Oh, totally.
He was an unbelievable guy, man. I'm glad to have known him.
Yeah, he was just so open and honest, and he gave
talking
some
about
great
prison,
stories.
Talking
man.
about Linda Blair, anything we asked him.
I'm gonna tell you something about open and honest. People like someone that's open and honest because that's showing a degree of vulnerability, and it's easy to trust somebody like that.
Yeah.
It's easy to trust me if I got my hands down and I'm showing you my vulnerable spots and I'm talking to you than it is if I just come up to you and I'm like everybody else does with my guards up and all that. People like the guy who's easily assessed more than someone who's guarded. And Rick was very open and he was also painfully honest.
Yeah.
He told you the truth all the time. So that's why people liked him.
Open and honest.
Like, you know, like for instance, Rick James was one of the guys who I never seen this fail. Him walk up to a girl and say, "Bitch, I'm Rick James, bitch." and then it goes on from there to, you know, success. I don't know of any other man that could do that. And I don't think that Rick could do that to any woman, but he knew who he could do that with.
Yeah.
And that's why he never failed.
The Rick James story, you brought that, right, as well as the Prince story, which was like two of the biggest things on the Chappelle Show that kind of like took you guys through the roof.
Goddamn huge, man.
How did these stories never get used anywhere before? I mean, they're hilarious. How did no one in entertainment grab
They
them?
was used at Charlie Murphy's barbecues and stuff like that.
Yeah, Charlie.
That's how it happened, man. They just overheard him talking shit in the back, man.
Yeah, Charlie, I gotta ask. I mean, what were you doing before the Chappelle Show? Because I mean,
I was doing movies, man.
Were you really? Because
doing movies, writing movies, TV shows.
I gotta be honest. I had no idea Eddie had a brother, and you know.
Yeah, well, you know.
Teen Wolf.
And you're obviously hilarious.
I understand
You're thinking that Eddie might have gave you a little help before now. Because now you're just blowing up.
In this business, nobody. My understanding, my experience is that nobody really can help you. But you only can help yourself, because at the end of the day, I don't care who your friend is. He's not the consumer, you know.
Right.
At the end of the day, the consumer has to like you. So nobody can really help you. You have to connect yourself, you know. So over the last 16 years, I've been doing films, and you know, most of the films I was in, you know, had a huge black audience. So my people knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? My people knew who I was. My people knew who I was. And you know, and then when I got on the Chappelle Show, it had the crossover audience.
Yeah.
And bingo. You know what I'm saying?
Did Dave just hear those stories and go, "This has to be on the show"?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Because they're not stories that have like traditional punchlines. That's what makes them so funny. It's like if you just heard that
Dave's
story,
show doesn't have a traditional anything.
Right.
That's what makes it unique and new. You know, there's nothing traditional about his approach or the things that he chooses to make light of, you know. So that's why the show is where it's at.
How did Rick feel about the...
Rick loved it, man. That actually put Rick back on the map.
Yeah, it certainly
put the
did.
light back on. You know what I'm saying? He was back on the road. You know, he got the standing ovation at the BET Awards. I mean, the whole room stood up for him, man. They had to feel great, you know, and he went out feeling good. You know, and his son, at his funeral, his son let me know that was one of his youngest sons. He has two of them. The youngest one let me know that was his favorite thing to watch on television. So I feel good about us being able to do that together before he passed. You know?
Yeah. Now it's hysterical to watch and stuff, but I mean, if the story's accurate, which I assume it is, it must not have been.
If the story's accurate, Rick would be dead.
Yeah, you got exactly.
I mean, from Charlie Murphy, I'll be in jail for murder.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. I mean, at the time, if that stuff really happened, you would have killed him.
Exactly.
So what?
You have to also understand this. You have my story, and then you have the talent of Dave Chappelle, man.
Yeah.
But Charlie's story is never true, man.
No.
We're going to change the name from True Hollywood Story to Charlie Murphy Lies, man. We can't find anybody Paul Mooney
just did that. Killed all that.
That killed all that.
For you paid him
exactly. No, I didn't pay anybody money. That's what I'm trying to get you two young bucks to understand. Paul Mooney knew me for years. You guys just met me. That's why I got to keep getting you guys a little glimpse, because sometimes I don't think you'll realize who you're talking to, and you put your health on the line.
We talking to the Tony Montana of comedy,
You put your health on the line. You know what I'm saying? You come out of your face, you say different things.
Charlie's a bully.
And then they have to,
no one's really coming at him. You know,
add it up in dollars and cents. Is it worth it?
Got his lawyer's number.
He's so He's always coming at that. He spent 6 months in jail for you shoplifted at like Staples or something like that. Ever since then, his whole attitude, man. You just say hello to him, and he like
prison mentality.
He's got his chest out and shit. We like you, Charlie.
You like me?
Okay. Months,
all
man.
right.
You know?
Bullying people around.
I do what works for me, man.
Wow. Wow. Bullying.
I ain't no bully, man. I got three sons. I got
karate,
3 sons.
It's a dangerous combination.
You know karate?
What?
You know karate?
I don't want to talk about that on the air, man.
Oh.
I just say this. I handle mine. These guys know. They've been
karate. That's how karate people do.
These guys been on the road with me. Ask them.
That was a ghetto version of the Peaceful Warrior.
Ask them if they've been. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I handle my business, man. I don't have no security guards, and I don't have a big fence around my house, and I ain't worried about it.
See, that's the funniest thing about him is that's his vibe the whole time. And one time we tried to do a question and answer thing after like a college show, and he was just intimidating the shit out of every student there. Like they would be like, Mr. Murphy, what's it like working with Dave? And he goes, yo, I just answered that. Won't you listen? Aren't you paying attention?
Like it's a congressional hearing or something.
Oh, it's brutal. After 2 questions, everyone was afraid to ask another one.
All right, let's go to the phone.
That was the end of the night. I want to go home. Right?
Yeah, let's say hi to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Charlie. How'd you ever hook up with Snoop for the Murder Was a Case video?
Oh, game recognized game, man. You know what I'm saying? They seen me in some films that I did, and then Dr. Dre called me up, and that was it. We did Murder Was a Case. It just had bad timing because, Snoop actually got in trouble around that time.
Murder really was.
Murder really.
That was no joke.
And then they had to, just go straight to, straight to the Blockbuster with the DVD. But that was a great video, man.
Oh, hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
You gotcha. Get this guy. That's just one of our things we do. Don't want to piss Charlie off, but I'm going to explain it to him.
Yeah, right?
Ricky, what's going on?
Hey, guys. What's up, O&A? What's up, Sweet Chest? How you doing?
Hello, sir.
I just need to ask Charlie if the Rick James stuff is going to make it to the second season box set, and if my man could also give me I'm rich, biatch.
Oh, yeah. The Rick James stuff is not only going to make it to the second season box set, it's going to contain a lot of stuff that wasn't shown. We didn't have enough. You're going to see all of the stuff. So that's a very big reason to buy it. And as far as the I'm Rich biatch, that's my man Ashley Larry. You got to hit that.
I don't normally do it for guys, but if your girlfriend or wife is anywhere around, I'm rich, biatch!
I'm backing up.
All right, very nice.
By the way, what kind of question is that? How could the Rick James stuff not be on? No, we're going to leave off the biggest thing on the show. No, it's not going to be on there, sir. It's everything but the Rick James shit. No sketch stuff.
Yeah, it's all the skits that didn't work.
It's only Dave's stand-up in between. That's all that's on the whole thing.
Mario from the city, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
I just wanted to say I was a big fan of Charlie Murphy in Grand Theft Auto. His character, Jizzy, was hysterical.
Thank you, man.
Charlie,
Thanks
you got
a lot.
to tell him a story about
Hey, you know, my kids is using that to get back at me, though, man. Whenever I chastise them, they go downstairs and kill Jizzy.
Hey, I had another question. You're in Grand Theft Auto too, right?
Yeah, Anthony and I.
Yeah.
Are you in the latest game?
The latest one. Yeah.
All right.
He's Jizzy B.
I'm Jizzy B,
okay.
man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right.
That is the best part when he starts smacking the hose and they're chopping up
getting my
the
pimp
stuff.
on.
It's
He's a black
hysterical.
character. He comes
Charlie,
in
we're... Charlie, Anthony and I are also in GTA.
Opie,
right, so we got an alumni going.
Well, yeah, we're heard so late in the game that it's at the point where everyone gives up on the game.
Most people don't make it through that far.
I think I'm the last phone call to a talk station.
Don't you say something about udders?
Udders?
Milking. You're on some Viagra commercial or something?
No, that's not me. No, I play a Burnout.
Oh.
Talking about dinosaurs and cavemen and stuff on a talk show. No one has heard.
I didn't hear Anthony on it, though.
I talk about sex in a church, believe it or not.
Yeah, no one has really heard us because we're so late in the game.
But that's cool.
All right, thanks.
Later, guys.
I didn't know we were talking to Jizzy, man. That's
Jizzy.
pretty cool.
Jizzy B, man.
Jeremy from Jersey. What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, what's up? I was talking with one of my friends about Charlie. He said, "Hey, did you see Dave Chappelle's Rick James sketch?" And he was like, "Yeah, I really liked that. What do you think?" I said, "Yeah, that was pretty good." And he was like, "Yeah."
Okay. Thank you.
What a complete tool. See, it doesn't work with comics, you idiot. Jeremy from Maryland, what's up?
Hey, Charlie, I heard something about you getting into an argument with a bouncer in L.A. or something. It was in the paper. It said right here, and I quote, Charlie from the Chappelle Show said, "Go see Jim Norton in Houston Improv."
I had him. I knew it. I said, here it comes.
Guys are killing us with all our gags today. I'm sorry.
That's a gag?
They call up and they plug my shows.
Yeah,
Our
everywhere.
callers are tools. They'll call up with something and say they want to talk about a certain subject, go into it, and it could be anything.
And
it could be about a plane crash.
And you're
they'd
really
be-
into the story, like, oh, wow, this is a good
And
one.
the last
they're
thing-
making it up.
And the
as
last
they go.
thing the pilot said over the speaker was, "See Jim Norton at the Improv." And,
Plug my gigs.
and they plug his gigs.
I seem to be the only one that really enjoys this gag.
I
wants it to
I wouldn't be
continue.
too upset if I was you.
Oh, I'm very happy.
These guys hate it. I hate it.
I think it's hysterically funny when I don't know it's coming,
Yeah.
but now it's getting obvious where the guy's like, all right, you know it's
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking, like, a bouncer in L.A. You must be talking about a real old story.
Yeah, let's go to the phone.
Jackass.
Hopefully there's a real question from Payday in Cleveland. Payday.
Hey, what's up, Charlie? I loved you in CD4.
What's up, Payday?
You guys did a skit, Run Up with the Real World. Who wrote that? Was that you or was it somebody else?
No, that was actually Dave and Neil Brennan. That was my first sketch on the show, and that's what led to me being,
Yeah, what was that skit about again? What was the
it was
the
like
twist?
a spoof on the Real World.
No, I know, but what was the twist?
The twist was instead of it being a bunch of a house full of white people with one black person, it was a house
that's right, it was
full
all
of
black.
people with
Yeah,
one
right.
white person.
Yeah, Christian Finnegan.
Finnegan, it was funny.
Oh, is that Christian? Okay.
Yeah,
Ended up
hilarious.
fucking his girlfriend and all that.
Yeah, it was right in front of him.
Yeah.
Fuck him too.
Oh yeah.
Fuck Chris too.
Yeah. Once again, no real punchlines in the skit.
What was the favorite skit to do?
Oh, that's fantastic.
What was the favorite skit you guys did? I mean, Charlie would probably say the Rick James, but you got one, Darnell?
The one I don't know. I like the World Series of Dice, but my favorite sketch was the Wayne Brady sketch.
The Wayne Brady?
Yeah, that Wayne Brady
God
sketch
damn,
was
was
that's
that
a
funny.
classic.
It was funny, and it was because I do the warm ups for the show, and it was one part when Wayne gets out of the car and he starts singing that stupid song, and then my family's not going to believe this because they'll never find out he twists his neck. I don't know, man. Call me crazy, but every time the audience didn't know that was coming, when I saw it and they was disgusted, I was like, yes. that neck crack, when people can laugh at somebody's neck being cracked, that's got to be history, man. But the twist in that sketch was so funny because you couldn't predict what was going on.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite sketch to watch.
That's a good
I
one.
enjoy doing the World Series of Dice. So.
World Series of
The
Dice
Ashy
is
Larry
funny.
thing is really doing it for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm selling lotion next year. I'm going to be first person to go platinum with lotion. I got a poster for you too, Jim.
All right, good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a character on the show to do it for me. People keep coming up to me going, "Are you a producer?" Outside there, somebody out here goes, "Are you like the publicist?" The worst one I got, we were on the road and somebody goes, "Are you from Pittsburgh?" Like I was like the local white guy just opening up. I was just like, Jesus.
Billy, you had one of my favorite moments on the show, and it's such a little silly moment, but I think it's the racial. What was that one with
The racial draft.
That's one of the funniest things ever on television. The racial draft with blacks, whites, the Chinese. Everyone takes certain people for their race.
It's like people like racially, like Mariah Carey. You know, like what are you? People get sick of arguing.
Yeah.
They had like a racial draft, like the NFL draft. That each race gets to pick, and if you get chosen, whatever race that is, that's what you're going to be. For the
So
race.
yeah, who's going to claim Tiger Woods? Blacks or Asians? So they.
They got rid of OJ though. OJ kept going back.
No one wanted OJ.
Well, who did white people not get? Were you and the other white announcer? They do this little thing. It's real quick, and you can't see it on radio. Where they just take their fingers and they do that little fingertip touch.
OJ became black again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are just the little fingertip tap and then right back to the dialogue.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
Hilarious.
There was something else in there, a line that I thought was going to get a huge laugh, and it got nothing. And that thing I thought was going to be a throwaway, and everybody was like, "Yo, that was funny as hell." I didn't know what they were talking about because it was like so quick. When we finally watched it, I was like, "Oh, all right."
That makes me laugh every time I see it. I don't know why. It's just silly, but it's perfect.
I like shooting the dog on that Law and Order sketch. But they did it real quick, so I don't think people knew it was me.
Is that because you used to really do that when you was a kid, Bill?
Why are you going to put that on me, man? I know about you.
You told me you used to kill animals when you were young.
No, I didn't.
That is the
Look,
roadway to serial killer.
He's
For real, man.
He's got this little dog.
I'm
He
telling you,
abuses
this guy
his
right here,
animals. He's
this
trying
guy
to shut
right
me
here,
down,
I'm telling you,
but he abuses
he's
his
hiding
animals.
behind his smile and all that fake, man. He's a sociopath,
People
man.
don't like me because I'm white.
Yes. He tells me stories all the time about how he used to pull the legs up to daddy long legs and stick a needle through them and burn them.
None of that's true.
To burn the carcass.
He's trying to shut me up because
gut
he actually
rabbits.
has a warrant right now.
He's the gut
because
rabbits in
his little
backyard.
dog, evidently he's abused it so much. He just opened the door and this little thing ran across the street and bit somebody's leg. That's because
It has nothing to do with me,
He
man.
wasn't threatened.
It has nothing to do with
yes,
me, man.
It
That's
is.
the dog's
It's because
behavior.
of
The
how
dog
you
was mean.
have been beaten.
The dog
You told
was
me.
mean.
You
The
put it
dog
in a
was
pillow
mean.
case.
You know how small.
in a pillowcase.
He does, and he beats it with a broomstick. Anytime he bombs, he comes home, he's angry, he's got to take it out on something.
Every night.
Every time we get off the road, he's got to beat it for 8 shows worth of bombing. It was real slick how you tried to put that on me.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that was rough, man.
I put him in a little pillowcase.
Put him in a pillowcase.
I forgot what movie I was in with. You know, I laughed at an inappropriate time.
Oh, Jesus.
Some movie I was in with.
Wait, what did he say? He goes,
everybody forgot what movie you were in.
No, I was watching a movie, right?
He said it. Don't look at me like that. Try out.
And you know what? I don't know how he even can come with that. The only movie you ever was in was Spider-Man 2, and you had 2 words. So I think you need to shut up. All right? And nobody called in yet. It wasn't
what were the 2 words?
Spider-Man stole that guy's pizza.
Oh, okay. It was 5 words.
2 words.
I like that.
You got to get on mic.
The first 20 seconds.
That's the only movie you was ever in, and probably the last one.
Jimmy was
I told you, man, you've been blacklisted, man.
But Charlie.
You've been blacklisted. I'm telling you.
We've been doing it like with the tour and everything. Every city we went to, we've had like a Shabba Ranks lookalike contest, and Charlie's won. The only person's ever done it in 50 states. So we want to give him a round of applause.
And we've also held a drunken Nick Van Exel lookalike contest. Nick Van Exel after rehab. And Donald,
when his NBA money's gone.
If his NBA money's gone, he's on steroids because he has a bad liver.
I don't do steroids.
He looks like Donnell. That's how Nick Van Exel would look. Or medication.
All right.
He would look like you.
Enough of that.
Let's move on.
Yeah, Van Exel never made it to the NBA.
Yeah. Okay?
All right.
I had to add that last
You want to keep messing with that?
Let's go to Mike in Texas. Mike.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Hi.
What's up, Mike?
Damn, my favorite character is Buck Nasty.
Okay, what's going on, baby?
Oh, my God. I had surgery on my spine last March, and I was laying in bed for 2 months, and I had the Season 1 DVD. I couldn't watch it. I was in so much pain, I had to put off watching the DVDs for a whole month.
Oh, wow,
when is season 2 coming out?
April 21st is supposed to be the first air date for the first show. But it's,
Well,
it's coming,
man.
baby. You talking about season 2 DVD will be coming out around the same time as the season 3 air date.
I hope you guys get a piece of season 2, because season 1, well, you didn't know how it was going to go, but season 2 was such a smash. Hope they're giving you guys something from the DVD.
Yeah, you guys all, renegotiate a little bit?
We get money from it.
Do all right?
Good, you should.
You get a little something, right?
Not that
we get
Chappelle money, though.
We get some.
Same. Yeah, I didn't catch pneumonia. Put it that
way. Pat from Boston. What's up, Pat?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Cold-blooded. I just wanted to know if Charlie and Ashley Larry ever have to wait in line when they go to Six Flags, or if they can just kind of get up to the front because they're darkness.
I haven't been to Six Flags in a minute, man, but I don't mind waiting in line. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind if that's what I have to do. I don't mind. If somebody recognizes me and says you can move to the front of the line, cool. But if not, I don't make a big deal about it.
You just made a big deal at the door about standing in line to get on this show.
Wait, what happened?
What? At the door, we had to stand in line to get on the show. We had to show our ID, birth certificate.
Yeah, but we up at the radio station, and I was told to come up here and do
blood, DNA, and
everything. What was up with all that, man?
How long did it take you guys to? We've been having an ongoing thing with this, with guests coming in and taking it takes too long for them to get in.
Yep.
How long did it take you guys to sign in?
We had to get mugshot, fingerprint, give them my ID.
Yeah, it's just weird to have somebody take your license and walk away.
They swabbed Donnell's gums and shit. I wasn't letting them do that to me, man.
DNA.
That's all I got to do with a radio interview, man. You know
it's the weirdest thing, but sometimes it takes up to 40 minutes to get through the security.
Did they take photos of you guys or no? No, they didn't take photos.
They took photocopies of our ID. It's incredible.
Photocopies of the photo.
And you guys
IDs.
had to wait? You guys are big stars now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm the publicist.
I asked the guy, I said, do you know who I am? He said, yes. Now give me your ID.
You guys are selling out everywhere, man. You guys, it's like one of the hottest tours of these guys.
It's phenomenal, man. You know, I just started doing stand-up last Father's Day, okay? And
it shows.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
That's brutal.
You know what? I let them get that off, because if you come to my show, that's all I got. That's all I have to do to answer that, because my show is very tight, okay? And I hang out with the best of the best, which are these two guys right here. You know, when we first started going out on the road, they used to say, oh, yes, you are getting... He used to say that at every radio interview. If you come to the show, you're going to get 2 quality headliners. And
the price of one.
and Charlie Murphy. He don't say that no more. Because, the proof of the pudding
now he
is when
says
it comes
two
to the
headliners
show.
in the middle. For the price of one.
No, now he says 2 headliners and a star. That's what he says. The star of the show.
It's
That's
just
right.
always with that prison vibe. You
That's
just
right.
can't get him to
It's
lighten
not a
up.
prison vibe. It's me, man.
Yeah, you're very intimidating there, Charlie.
Come on, man. I don't got no straight razor cuts on my face or nothing, man. I'm just here sitting here talking, man.
You're intimidating. Very intimidating.
Did you find it rough to get into stand-up, or?
Tell him.
Pretty easy.
I find it rough.
Wait a minute. Tell him who's responsible, Charlie. This is one moment.
I'm going to tell you how it all happened.
Be honest, Charlie.
I'm going to be honest.
Who's responsible
I'm gonna be
for
honest.
your comedy career?
I had this gentleman over here on a daily basis assaulting me with, his belief that I was afraid to stand in front of a live audience and do stand-up.
That's not a crazy fear, though. That's
no,
something.
but what I'm saying is, the way he kept, he's a comedian, so he had like bits and everything. I would walk in the room, he would have a whole bit about the mic is made of kryptonite, and Charlie Murphy's tough, but he'd pull out the kryptonite, and pull the microphone out. If Charlie Murphy ever says he's gonna kick your ass, just pull the mic out and run. Until finally I was like, this guy must really think that I'm afraid.
Nice.
So I went down one night, went up to the Laugh Factory, and the reaction that I got encouraged me to keep doing it, and I've been doing it ever since.
So it's
Did
all
you
because
write
of Billy
material,
Burr.
or just get up there and?
So what?
Did you write material, or just decide you were going to get up there and wing it?
Initially, when I first started doing it, my material was just talking about my life. My life is, I've lived a funny life, and I've had some interesting experiences during it. So I just talked about the things that that I've experienced, and it worked. And then I was able to mold that from going, because after that first time I went on stage, I started going on every night, 2-3 times a night, working. And these 2 guys went with me. They took me to different rooms, let me work out, and I was able to progress, pretty quickly, because that's one of the most important things with a young stand-up is getting able to even be on the stage. Mm-hmm. And because of these guys, I was able to get on stage every night, and not just get like, okay, we're going to let you go on for 5 minutes. They would let me go on stage for 15, as long as I wanted to stay on.
Because you wouldn't get off the stage, Charlie.
I'm just saying, that's what helped me, that's what helped me progress to where I'm at right now, you know what I'm saying? And that's a very good place. We have a very strong show, a very solid show, there's no holes in it, and we've been doing well everywhere we went, and we can go back everywhere we've been.
When does Caroline start? When do you guys actually start at Caroline's?
Tonight, right?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow through Sunday?
We got tomorrow through Sunday. Tonight we're going down to Camden to Rutgers. So we'll be back here tomorrow to do Caroline's for the weekend.
Oh, I did Rutgers Camden many years ago. Didn't go particularly well for me.
No?
No, not at all. Why?
You don't seem like a college act, Jim.
Because the MC, there was like 3 white people there, and I was one of them, and the MC was black, and he went on and goes, y'all beat him like Reginald Denny. After I came off, so I just took my check and went home.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't go particularly well at Rutgers Camden for me, but if you're down there or at Caroline's, I remember the number 212-757-4100. You guys are doing 2 Saturday, 2 Friday, 1 Sunday, 1.
3.
Are you doing 3 Saturday?
3 on Friday, 3 Saturday, and 2 Sunday.
Wow. But that means the tickets are selling if they're letting you do 3 Saturday, 3 Friday.
Nice.
Oh, the tickets are selling.
Yeah, of course.
The people in the Tri-State area have been very supportive of us. Up in Boston, we even had a sellout, and that's during the last big blizzard, and people came out to the midnight show.
In racially sensitive Boston?
Racially sensitive Boston came out to the midnight show.
It was a school project.
Came out to the midnight show.
See, look at them. They eat, they breathe.
Boston, man.
No, they actually just took pictures of like you guys shaking hands with Billy. They couldn't believe that actually happened
But actually,
in society.
that's what helped it a lot is that Bill is from Boston, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can repeat that because I had to expose that Bill is a fake Boston Red Sox fan. And fake. True. He's also a fake Patriot fan.
It's not true.
Well, anybody out there that's listening,
they're just
anybody out there that's
they're
listening,
just mad because we keep winning.
His hat that he has on
he lives
is
in
stinking.
Jersey, and they don't have a team.
Keep winning. Slow down with the Sox, at least.
No, the Patriots.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and,
they do.
The Red Sox. They won last year. They're upset about it. That's all.
He's not a true fan. Trust me.
He was trying to sell his
we was in the room when he was putting his stuff in the garbage and all of that. We seen him do it.
I had the normal reaction when we went down 3 games to nothing, and it was 19-8.
And then he threw his hat in the
I was
garbage.
like, you know what?
And you threw your hat in the garbage.
I was like, no,
and you threw your hat in the garbage.
Stop exaggerating.
You threw your hat in the garbage. You threw his hat in the garbage.
On a 20-minute speech about how honest you are.
Threw his hat.
And here you are, exaggerating. Come on, I thought you come from the heart. You don't have the guards down.
We was down in Missouri. He threw his hat in the garbage.
Never
happened. And the next day, he had the limo
when
driver
Charlie's lying, his
drive
eyes
him
get
back
wider.
to the venue, and he went into the dumpster behind the venue and got the hat back out.
I remember that, too.
You remember that?
Yeah, and you know what? When I looked in there,
Boston won.
Charlie was in the dumpster because the crowd threw him in there after watching his first 20 minutes.
God damn.
That is funny.
I would tend to believe that, though, because a lot of the Boston fans, our own Ben over
He's
here,
ready to give up
the
on
biggest Boston fan ever, and he
Dude,
is
they were
totally
chanting,
given up.
"Who's your daddy?" It was a prison rape.
Yeah,
man. It was
it
horrible.
really was.
It
And
was
then,
just like,
I don't know what the hell happened. I was shell-shocked as a Yankee fan that, we got trashed after
Hey,
that.
man,
what are you gonna do?
the Yankees, they ain't going nowhere.
No,
yeah, they'll be
of course.
back. It'll be. I mean,
That's right.
they're looking strong.
I think they'll do
The
well.
curse will be reinstated, trust me.
Yeah.
I didn't even mind losing to the Red Sox. Just
How can you reinstate a curse? It's over, man. It's
By
broken.
whipping Boston's ass. That's how.
Don't you live in Jersey? You guys don't have a team, do you?
I'm from New York, and I live in
Cheer on the
Jersey.
Nets.
So I cheer for Boston. I cheer for New York and New Jersey. Those are my people, Jim.
You didn't say that when we were in Boston.
I did say that
You
in Boston.
didn't. I brought him up. I went keep it going for Charlie Murphy from the Bronx's own. Big Yankee fan. And they started booing. He literally froze like a cartoon. He was like,
That's the worst thing you can say.
No, but then, you know what's funny? He went on and told that lie about me so well. He had my own mother coming up like, did you really throw your hat out? I'm like, no. He's lying.
That's not what his mother said to him. His mother's exact words was, he got the best of you, Billy.
See that? Nobody believes it.
They don't want to believe it. That was his mother's.
Why would they stick up?
Oh, you know what? Now listen to this.
Oh, here it is. This is
he
what
told me that his mother never heard of James Brown.
Until,
Do you believe that?
No. Until,
Do you believe
until
that?
his brother,
Impossible.
Until his brother, listen to me. Would you shut up? Until his brother did that bit about him.
With the hot tub.
In Delirious. We're talking early 80s. This is way before BET, way before basic cable. What shows was James Brown on that my parents
Ed
watched
Sullivan.
Lawrence Welk, though.
Ed Sullivan.
They watched Lawrence Welk religiously.
They
and
used
they
to watch
liked it.
Ed Sullivan, too. I'm sure your parents
I must say, up in Boston, though, they probably didn't.
Yeah, they blocked it.
There's no black
You
radio
want to tell me
stations
that
up there.
They
I
blocked
Feel
that
Good wasn't playing
entertainment
up
from
in
the TV.
Boston?
Boston's like a whole nother galaxy when
Yeah.
it comes to black
Like I said,
people.
it's like a
They didn't play Sex Machine in Boston.
Boston it's like a racist San Francisco. That's what it is. Same size, just no openness. If you live there right now, you'd be in Roxbury.
Yep, it's just all
they wouldn't let you out.
segregated. They have their borders. No one crosses them. They have their Asian area, the Italian area, the black area, the white Irish. That's
As opposed to down here where everybody's all mixed up.
A
and
melting pot.
And
nobody up there listens to James
pretends
Brown.
to get along.
I'm sure there are a few
I
people
don't believe that, man.
go into the attic like Anne Frank and turn on the record, listen to
Listen
some
to
James
it.
Brown. Make sure their white friends
Yeah.
don't hear them listening to that.
Wow.
My mother bought me my first record. She bought me Sing Along with Mitch Miller and the Gang. I'm not even lying. So,
Mitch Miller.
Yeah.
Great. Sing along with Mitch Miller and the gang.
Oh.
And the gang.
Yeah, the big hits, Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey. I mean, you know how far away from James Brown that is? It's light years, man.
She probably heard his stuff at a party or something and didn't know it was him. Never
That's
heard his
yeah,
name.
she probably
That's
heard
what
like,
I'm trying to
she probably
I
heard,
feel
like,
good. How do you not? You've had to.
Yeah.
heard
How
that
could you
live.
not have heard
Yeah,
I
no,
Feel Good?
But what I'm saying
I'm
is,
with Charlie.
but Charlie,
Come on.
But look, if James Brown came up the walk, she would lock the door.
She wouldn't know who he was.
I'm not saying your
wouldn't know
mother
who he was.
recognized James Brown. I'm saying your mother danced to his music before.
She would lock the front door.
No.
What about the back door?
Why are you always going to make it some interracial
Because
sex story?
Black History Month. That's what
Black History Month.
That's right.
That really should have been offensive. You just say my mother would
I'm
fuck
past
James
that.
Brown.
I've been on the show for
All
3
right.
years.
I don't know if we
What
got
did you say just now? What?
What?
Wait,
He said his mother would... That's going across the line.
I didn't say
wait, what happened? What
I,
happened?
was trying, I wouldn't disrespect your mom.
Got the rest of the month. You got
I
carte
think you should punch him in the face for
rest
that,
of the
Bill.
month, he can say whatever
Really?
he wants.
All right.
I think you should punch him in the face for that,
You
Bill.
probably think I should do that.
Yeah.
You're into violence.
If you're a real man,
You're
if you're a
trying to
real man,
intimidate me.
I
I'm
think you should
36
handle
years
it.
old,
I'm not
and that
trying to
doesn't work
intimidate you.
anymore.
I'm trying to guide you to victory and glory.
I don't know. I don't know. Did we
It's not the
accomplish
Olympics,
anything here?
Charlie.
Nah.
No? How much time we got left in this office?
2 minutes.
2 minutes to go?
2 minutes.
All right. Well,
Damn, time flies. Gentlemen, thanks for dropping in, man.
Hey,
You
man,
guys are
thanks for having us, man. It was a blast.
Definitely a pisser.
Now, listen, you
You got
guys
that
come on our
licenses
show,
back?
right?
I'll go.
No,
I'll be there.
Keep the
We're
license.
gonna be looking for y'all, man.
I'll definitely be there, and
Cool,
I'll
man.
stop.
Caroline's.
I'll stop backstage and say hi to prove I was there. I can't wait to see
Great.
you guys. It's at Caroline's
Come see us.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
3 shows
Saturday,
tomorrow, 3 shows
Sunday.
Saturday, 2 shows Sunday at Caroline's. 212-757-4100.
These shows will sell out, and I'm not just saying that because I know them, but because it makes me sick every fucking city I go into. But they were here, they sold 3 shows, I got fucking 8 people in the audience. I just want to bite the 3 of you, but they do sell out everywhere, so buy tickets now, don't be an idiot and just walk up, get them before you go.
Yeah, right on. And the season starts April 21st.
April 21st.
And the box set will be
New
out.
stuff will be out. That's right.
Season 2 right around that same time, too, right?
All right.
All right,
That's
good.
right. Come on and hang out with Charlie Murphy, Donnell Rollins, and Bill Burr.
Bravo. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I don't know what we did, but it seemed funny.
That
was what we always do.
It's all good.
Damn time today, that's for sure.
I learned Charlie's very intimidating, but seems like a nice guy.
Not intimidating, man. What? Y'all don't understand that. Not intimidating.
I don't see any, nothing intimidating. The guy's got his,
Charlie Murphy is daddy.
his personality. That's how he is.
Family man, daddy.
All right.
But it does feel like these two are like anime around Ike when Charlie talks. That is kind of the vibe I get. Like, we're happy he's smiling now, but...
He's smiling now. Damn.
I didn't like that shit, Jim. I'll see you outside.
All right, we'll see you guys at Caroline's. Billy, any final thoughts? Nothing?
No. Nothing really.
Go Sox.
I'm supposed to, wrap it up? Yeah.
No, you don't have.
Definitely.
We only have 10 seconds. We're just